The Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks.
Opie and Anthony.
In the world of radio shock jocks, the biggest are Opie and Anthony.
These people say shocking things that border on offensive in order to entertain their audience.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
What?
Hold on. Whose fault was that delay?
No.
Oh, is it?
What do you mean,
correct, open, humiliated.
What do you mean right in front of me?
When you just end like that, I had to type
Dude,
it up.
I looked at you and went, boom, like go.
That was sloppy.
If you had to say a celebrity that you most resemble, who would you say?
Jodie Foster?
If she ate the real Jodie Foster. Silence of the Hams.
This is where entertainment is going.
I do not touch that. The only things that may touch that is toilet paper and baby wipes.
I am right now.
Holy, oh my God.
They are sick freaks. How close did you get to having relations with the dog?
You have to put oven mitts on all the German shepherds so they don't scratch and wash up.
It's time for people to understand these are words. If you don't like them, turn the dial.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning.
Yeah.
There's your fake enthusiasm. Good morning. How are you?
Again. Yeah. 2 seconds before we're like, but then amazingly, right when the mics turn on, hey, good morning.
Good morning to you. Gonna be a hot one.
Hot summer of the city. Back of my neck feeling
the heat is on.
The heat is on.
Hot, hot, hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot.
Is your local news doing the hot, hot, hot song or the heat is on? Oh, well, heat wave.
Some like it hot. Some like it hot.
When the heat is on.
Oh my God, this old gag.
Enough with the hot songs. We get it.
Hey, I want to acknowledge the NYPD this morning.
Oh, yeah.
One of our boys went down.
That's terrible, man.
We fully support the military. We fully support the NYPD. We support cops in general because obviously we're on in a lot of cities. But, man, they still haven't caught these guys, huh?
Nah, they'll get him, though. Believe me.
One of the boys took a 45 to the face, and he's paralyzed. They're amazed that he's even alive.
Jesus. His partner got saved by his vest. Apparently, they're pulling over a BMW SUV, and then walking up to the windows, just got unloaded on. Just got unloaded on.
You know what pissed me off about this whole thing? I'm watching the coverage. And they do the serious, police officer down, shot, paralyzed, 45 to the face. And then also they went into, and coming up.
Yeah.
New York CSI. And what techniques they're going to use to try to catch these guys.
Yeah, they have to make it like an entertainment.
They went into
piece.
entertainment mode. It's like, dude,
just report the goddamn news.
The cop is down. But there are video cameras all over the place. Supposedly these hooligans, animals, they got video of them.
Yeah,
because they were in a Church's Fried Chicken, and then there was a video surveillance camera on the scene, I believe.
Yeah.
So I'm amazed they don't have him yet, but I'm sure they're closing in.
Well, they got a suspect. They got a name. Apparently, he's some guy that was working at a car dealership, a BMW car dealership, and I guess helping himself to the goods. And he's under this special kind of probation that extremely violent people are under. Why isn't he in prison? He's out there just so he could shoot people, shoot cops in the face. Oh, God, please give the police officers a bit of liberty. when it comes to getting these guys and maybe tuning them up a little bit. Maybe they could use a little tune-up at the station house before everything goes on the record. Because that's just
we have
awful.
We have a death penalty in New York, but we haven't used it.
It's never going to be used.
We haven't used it since they reinstated it, 48 years ago?
Of course.
How long ago at this point?
It's
I think it's
forever
close to 10 years, right?
Yeah, when Pataki came in.
I think they reinstated the death penalty here in New York close to 10 years ago. And, obviously this when they catch these animals, they won't get the death penalty. No one gets a death penalty. It just looks good. It gets people voting for you. But you don't have to actually use the thing. So why have it?
Why bother?
They should be killing people every day of the week. They should have death penalty Tuesdays. Death penalty Tuesdays.
That would be nice. There's something I could get behind.
Death penalty Tuesdays. If you're gonna have the death penalty, use it.
Yeah.
Death penalty came back September 1995.
Yeah.
Almost 12 years that we haven't executed anyone in New York.
It was after they threw Cuomo out of there, put Pataki in, so he signed it and went through his entire term, a couple of terms, without it being used. And now with Elliot Spitzer in there, forget about it. Elliot Sir. That's what I call him. Elliot
Oh, man.
Sir.
New York is becoming soft. Is that true? Go back to that page. Number of executions before 1976. Anthony, how many people do you think we killed with the death penalty before 1976?
Before 76?
Before they took it away from us for about 20 years.
I would say we loaded up with probably 62.
62 people executed since before 1976 in New York State?
Just throwing a random number out.
Try 1,130. God bless New York before 1976.
Here we are at another execution.
You better not brag too much or Texas is going to call and go, hey, dude.
Yeah.
We do that on a weekend.
Texas made it look silly. When George W. was over there, he made it look silly.
Yeah. Is that true? Wow, that seems very high.
Wonderful. And they used old Sparky back then. Strap him into old Sparky. Watch his head smoke.
Wait, what was that other
Remember
stat?
to moisten the sponge.
Hey, look, we have Texas beat. Number of executions before 1976. Texas only had 755.
In your face, Texas.
Your face. Take
in
that.
your face.
I'm going to paint my face. Number of executions since 1976 for Texas. This is a surprise. Only 400? Just under 400?
Yeah. I think it's because they didn't go through the judicial system in Texas.
Right.
If they thought someone was guilty of something, there would be a lynching or a shooting or something like that.
Yeah.
They'd keep it out of the courts. Why tie up the courts with something as trivial as people's lives?
Wow, we were animals in New York for a while.
That's great.
Before 1976, 1,130.
Don't let those parking violations build up. You could be strapped into old Sparky. You don't want to see your family crying as your ankles and head smolder for a good 20 minutes. See, we don't have this quite down yet. Yes.
This isn't 1976 music. I was thinking 1976 for this.
But it's before 76. I'm sure they didn't chalk them all up in 76.
Yeah.
We were celebrating the bicentennial in 76. I'm sure many of these executions took place in the 30s and 40s. What did you do? Nothing? We think you killed someone. Into old Sparky you go.
Just zero evidence. What kind of forensic evidence did they have back then?
Who cares? They were guilty of something.
That looks like it could be a fingerprint. Fire up old Sparky. He'll get the truth out of you.
So, obviously, since 1976, New York State, 0.00.
We went from kicking ass.
Oh, yeah, we
to
did.
just nothing.
Who beats us? Who beats New York before 1976? Now, that's what I need to know today.
Oh, yeah. That's
Go through the states.
I would say, let me try
there's
to
a
take a
biggie.
guess. Let me take a guess. It's got to be a southern state.
Well, George is up there.
George is up there?
950, but New York has him beat. Of course, this is before 1976. What state you want to try? What state? What state? Florida?
It's before 76.
Florida stinks.
What about, how about we head out west and go to California?
Oh, boy.
Pretty liberal, though.
We got them beat. Are we number one before 1976?
I want the big styrofoam number one finger that just has like electric bolts going through it.
And I want to know what state is, not counting Alaska and Hawaii. I still don't acknowledge them as states.
They can't win anything.
No, they can't be involved with this.
No.
Find the lowest and find the highest, E-Rock. You got a job today.
Lowest has to be like Rhode Island.
Or stupid Maine. Go to Maine. Go to Maine.
Connecticut.
Maine, 21. Before 1976.
Yes, E-Rock?
Wait, let me get you on there. Go ahead, E.
So far, New York has beat the entire western part of the country.
All right.
All right, so maybe we did have a problem.
Kicking ass east of the Mississippi.
Maybe we did have a problem. We needed to take the responsibility out of our hands. One execution. What state had one execution before 1976?
Wisconsin.
Stupid cheeseheads.
They don't want to hurt anybody.
They just want to make cheese.
That's okay.
And root for their Packers.
We just watched the Pack. Hey, go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go.
Oh, God bless New York before 1976.
But then we just fell off the map.
Yeah, not one since 1976. Oh, here's a biggie.
Oh.
PA. Pennsylvania.
PA?
Pennsylvania. 1,040.
Wow.
1,040. But number of executions since 1976, 3. God, as a nation.
What happened in 76? Than?
I believe there was a nationwide moratorium.
Right.
On executions while they figured out if it was constitutional.
Constitutional. Oh my God. The feds stepped in and ruined the state's fun again.
All right, no one's beating New York before 1976.
Let's go back to the old days. I call them the good old days.
Let's go to Max in Dallas. What's up, Max?
Hey, what's going on, boys? I think you got your info. That 400 was last week down here in Texas.
400 a week. Can you imagine that?
Hey, by the way, we used to be heard in Dallas, and they decided they knew what they were doing, and they took us off that station in Dallas.
Yeah.
And I've been keeping close tabs on that station since they took us off. They are in the toilet.
Good.
Oh, yes, they are. And we got screwed twice. Not only did we lose you guys on KOLI, then when you had your little, shall we say, month vacation, lost you twice, and I had Nimrod saying, why don't you sit there and listen to it on your computer? Yeah, because I'm going to strap my PC to my back when I'm at work, dumbass.
I love Max.
You guys have a good one, man.
All right. Yeah, that station's in the toilet, though, Anthony, since they got rid of us. They know what they're doing, though.
They should all get the death penalty.
Hey, speaking of the death penalty, nothing beats China, though. What was that story you were checking out this morning?
Oh, it's classic.
Some guy was chewing gum or something. They decided he had to be killed.
They take their death penalty and their government very seriously in China.
Yeah.
Don't screw around. It seems the head of, their equivalent of the FDA. You know, we get the head of the FDA here. Supposed to make sure our food and drugs are all on the up and up for the protection of the people. And if they screwed up here, the guy would probably be reprimanded, and fired from that position. Well, in China, the head of their FDA screwed up. I guess there were some health concerns with some food or whatnot, and they executed him.
Really?
Bravo, China. They don't take any guff over there in China. Could you imagine in this country a government official going like, hey, I screwed up, and they just haul you away and lop your head off or something? That's fantastic.
Hey, it keeps everybody in line, though.
Keeps them honest.
You know.
Oh.
God bless that communism. It works sometimes.
Wow, is that true?
Yeah, I'm getting some very sad news for New York. Virginia is the new leader.
Old Virginia.
Number of executions before 1976. Oh, yeah, they had some fun down there.
Yeah.
1,277.
Nice.
Goodbye, New York. Good day, sir. But here's the problem. Since 1976, Virginia, 98. That's it.
But
who's the leader since
still
1976? That's
gotta be Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, what I bet it's Texas.
Texas is 400.
Texas is 400 since 1976.
Since 76.
All right, now
that's pretty good.
Oh, there was a biggie. Arkansas. Yeah. Arkansas. The hell are they doing down there since 1976? 478.
Wow.
Leader. All right. Anyway,
Louisiana.
But all kidding aside, man, this, we want to acknowledge the NYPD today. One of their boys shot in the face, point blank range with a 45.
Walking up to a window.
And they're looking for Dexter Bostic.
Young guy.
Dexter Bostic is on the front page of the paper.
Yeah.
Find this man.
There's Dexter, all right. Ugh.
And it was Herman Yan, right? Who's in critical condition, paralyzed?
No.
Huh?
He's the guy that was outside the car. Actually, he got shot in the arm and the chest, but his vest stopped it, and he returned fire.
So it is Russell?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, Russell's the one in critical condition.
Yeah, that's...
paralyzed, shot to the face, point-blank range with a 45.
That's ridiculous.
And there you go. And we have a death penalty, and it will not be used in this case.
No, of course not. I'm sure it'll end up drugs, all these poor guys, horrible youth. When they grew up, it was terrible. Please, and then they should strap them in an electric chair on their lawyers' laps, and then get old Sparky fired up again. The lawyers that defend this scum. I know it's part of our system, and they need the lawyers, but you know something? Sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's just video evidence. There's enough evidence where you know it's the guy, and in those cases, don't waste our money. Let the cops take him in the back and do what they do best.
And follow China's lead.
Justice.
Follow China's lead.
Yep.
The Chinese are coming. They're taking over the world, slowly but surely.
That's it. Well, of course, they don't like if you punch up, Google on the internet. You might get your head chopped off, too. But, you got to find a happy medium.
You got to take the good with the bad.
You got to find a happy medium between maybe corrupt government officials getting their heads cut off and somebody looking at a nudie picture on the internet.
Yeah, well.
Or Falun Gong.
It is
Falun Gong.
It is crazy because the Chinese they executed this guy for what was this again? Just
bad meat. I don't know. What did he do, Than?
It's just they've had so much scandal with their products recently and tampering. You can't mess with their money. That's basically what it is.
It's amazing that this communist government has become so protective of money.
Yeah.
And they're really getting to the point over there in China where money is more important than this ideology of communism, which used to be why they would kill people, against the government. Now it's all about the ducats.
All right. So basically, bad meat or bad food, you die. In America, you shoot a cop point blank range, and you will live.
And because you're a poor guy, you'll end up in prison, which just becomes a way of life.
All right, well.
So you're a hero. He'll go into prison a hero for shooting a cop, and it's disgusting.
All right, so our thoughts go out to Russell and his family there. Russell Timoshenko, something like that?
Yeah.
Timoshenko. Oy. All right. We got lots to do today. Jim Norton's not here. You don't hear his voice because he's becoming a big, big star right in front of our eyes. His book is being released today, Happy Endings. Make sure you go out and get it. It's at all the bookstores.
Jimmy's book.
It's probably the most disturbing cover I've ever seen as far as a book goes.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
As far as legit books go. Jimmy's completely nude on a massage table with just a washcloth.
Barely.
Covering up his private area. Then you got this fat broad.
Yeah.
This chubster with just very heavy eyeshadow and heavy makeup and greasy hair. She's obviously the massage therapist, and she's lifting up the tiny little washcloth to see what Jimmy's packing.
Ready to unveil. Oh, there we are.
And she's chuckling.
See, they're promoting his spot, Opie, right now on the news.
Yeah.
And all I see is us.
Yeah, Jimmy is going to be pissed.
Jimmy is going to be so livid. They're talking about their guest, Jim Norton, promoting his book.
Well, that's where I was going with this. Yeah, so his book is out today, and he's going to be on Jill TV, actually. Channel
Jill
11
TV.
here in New York, but we call it Jill TV.
Because of the lovely Jill Niccolini.
Right, and they're promoting it like crazy, Jim Norton's appearance on Channel 11, which is going to be within 20 minutes. So if you're in the New York area, you can check it out. We'll try to play the audio here for everybody. And to promo Jimmy's appearance on Channel 11, Jill TV, they're showing a montage of Anthony and I.
Yeah, not one even fleeting glimpse of Jimmy in any of those clips. It is nothing but O&A clips, some of them 8 years to 10 years old.
Yeah, great. So now I'm going to get people telling me, wow, are you sick? No.
What happened?
No, the video you're seeing on TV was 8 years ago.
Yeah. And I got to mention, by the way, Jill Niccolini today is wearing a Valentine's Day teddy.
Yeah.
This is something that you give your girlfriend on Valentine's Day, and she keeps it on for about 10 minutes before you just ravage her sexually.
Yeah.
She looks gorgeous in that.
It's meant to be just torn off the girl's body.
Oh, please.
It's meant to be worn once. But
is that edible? I think it's made out of the same material as a fruit roll-up.
I think the whole news department's going to, cut it into pieces, and they're all going to have at her outfit this morning.
Just lovely. I wonder if she'll be doing the interview with Jimmy.
No.
They really should do that.
No, Emily, the entertainment girl's in today, so.
Damn it.
No. But, yeah, Jill TV is just terrific. We've been keeping track of Jill TV for a while now, and we put the stills up on our website. You get to see Jill and her outfit as she does this traffic thing every day.
Yep.
And since we've been keeping track, not the same outfit.
She has not even put the same thing on twice, huh?
No, and it's been well over a month, so we're looking at least 30 different outfits
30
already.
30 different outfits, and they all look like lingerie.
It's stripper wear, basically.
You think she goes to that stripper store?
Yeah.
And just picks up stuff?
So go to our website and, check it out for yourself. It's Jill TV, and then little Jimmy Norton's going to be on Jill TV or Channel 11. Here in New York in about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But make sure you go out and get little Jimmy Norton's book. It's called Happy Endings. You can't miss it because the cover is deeply disturbing.
Jimmy's a really good writer, very funny. You really get into his situations that he gets himself into, and it's some of the sick crap you've heard on the show, but great detail and his witty writing.
I read half his book so far.
Yeah.
After scanning the whole book to see where he mentioned us. I'm scanning along, and out of context, I read, in a rest area, Opie's an 11, and I'm a 3. And I'm like, what is this about? And I'm not even going to tell you what that is about. You're going to have to pick up the book for yourself. I'm like,
give it a read.
He's all bummed because, basically we drove up to Boston, and Jimmy has the smallest bladder. He has the bladder of like a sparrow or
little
something.
Hummingbird.
A hummingbird, and he has to stop at every rest area to take a leak. And I joined him into the bathroom on a few of these occasions, and he was all excited that I was going into the bathroom with him because it increased his odds or something. I don't know what he was getting at.
That's like if you go into a rest stop bathroom with you. That's like a hot chick, walking into a bar.
Yeah,
with a chick that isn't so hot.
Yeah,
she's still gonna get picked up because she's with the hot chick. Just opens up conversation. But I don't know what Jimmy's thinking because it's a rest stop and it's nothing
area.
But gentlemen.
And he's bummed. He's like, Opie in the rest area is an 11. I'm a 3. I'm like,
think he wants to.
What is this about?
I don't think he wants to do anything. He just wants to be asked.
I understand.
It's flattering. Did you ever feel flattered if a gay man found you attractive or was you felt coming on to you? Would that flatter you?
I don't think a gay person has ever.
How do you know?
Well, that's a good point,
fella.
I guess I'd be. I guess I would be. I guess. Oh, wow. After 13 years, wow. Time for me to wake up, I guess. I guess in a strange way, sure, I'd be flattered.
Would you be flattered?
I guess.
Homo.
I don't know how to answer that.
I know that is an odd question because I think everybody wants to be attractive.
Well, you know how I just answered that in my stupid head? I'm thinking, all right, if a fat chick that I would have no desire to have sex with, like hit on me, I'd be flattered.
That's still.
But I'm not having sex with that person.
Still hetero.
I just answered your question like I would answer it as if a fat chick was hitting on me.
Yeah, even a fat chick. That the definitive word there is chick.
Yeah, I understand.
With a guy, though, it is an odd situation because everybody wants to be attractive and liked and found attractive by other people. So does that go for gay men finding a straight guy attractive? Does that straight guy think, wow, that's kind of cool, I'm flattered by it?
Yeah.
Because they look for guys like women looking at guys. That's how they look at guys. So the way they're looking at you is the same way as a chick looks at you.
Yeah.
So there's where your fat chick analogy kind of does work.
I don't know. What am I going to say? All right. Jim Norton promoted in text on Channel 11. They're using text now.
Okay.
They have realized they have no video of Jim Norton for his appearance on TV this morning, so now they're promoting it in text.
Could you have just found a few shots of the guy?
We talk about this all the time. Even though we like Channel 11 here in New York and we call it Jill TV, they're lazy like every other news organization. I mean, they could have easily found like a clip of Jimmy on Lucky Louie.
Lucky Louie is
or
a comedy,
Crowd,
stand-up,
or his HBO special. There's a Jim Norton DVD out there from his half-hour comedy special they could have used.
They could have snapped a picture of him in the green room.
Anything. Do you ever see when they actually take the camera in the green room and you kind of wave, or you're sitting there like looking at the paper and you look up and you kind of wave, and coming up is Jim Norton? Anything.
Right.
But they showed us from 10 years ago.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, make sure you check out Jimmy. Channel 11 here in New York. We got lots to do today. Our phone number, 877-212-5762. It's Rock Scream Tuesday. They're standing by with their Rock Scream.
God, look at that. Indiana, Denver, Buffalo, all want to get in on the Rock Scream.
It's also Hummer Tuesday. We'll explain that. That's a real one, man.
Oh, yeah.
Helping out the guys out there. Preston and Steve don't help out the guys out there.
But they're kicking our ass.
Because they got a bunch of homos that listen to them, obviously.
Whoa.
Homos listen to Preston and Steve. Homos. And fat chicks.
Apparently so.
We got hot chicks, and they're willing to give Hummers to their men. Because you're a fan of this radio show. We'll explain after the break. And also, it's Faraway Phone Call Tuesday.
The dumbest.
So far, we got a phone call from Long Beach. Long Island. So.
Wow. Could we at least get a call from over the horizon? I don't want a direct line of sight to faraway phone call.
Well, it's not our problem. We're broadcasting pretty high up here in this building that we could actually see the person as they're making a phone call.
Yeah, they're waving from a phone booth.
All right.
Phone booth.
We'll step aside and we'll continue.
Year is this?
Opie and Anthony. Another busy day on the Opie and Anthony show. We're hitting the road after today's show. Or later on tonight, right?
Yes.
Because we got Jim Norton's book signing here in New York City at Penn Station, somewhere around there. I guess there's a bookstore in Penn Station or around Penn Station. Do we have the details on that? Hurry, Kenny, hurry!
There's gotta be.
Go.
Borders Bookstore, 33rd and 7th, right in front of the garden, next to Penn, top of Penn Station.
At what time? 6?
6 p.m.
All right, Ant and I will be there for like an hour, and then we're heading to Philly because we're broadcasting live Wednesday and Thursday. You got Keith's Wow Motorcycle Run happening. They're leaving from here, I guess, tomorrow morning.
Leaving from down the street over at XM.
Keith, give us a call and give the details on that. And then we're broadcasting from YSP tomorrow and Thursday. We're doing the wildest thing you own. Last time we did this, we got a freeze-dried monkey with its mouth opened. Or its mouth open.
Yeah, that was...
And then things happen to the monkey. It's legendary in Philly radio. Legendary stuff.
That was a good one.
So we're bringing that bit back, and we got a great prize. We got like a huge 42-inch plasma is going to be the prize for the strangest thing
Holy Jesus
we see while we're in Philly the next couple of days.
That's a good prize. Where the hell did that come from?
YSP, man, they're on it. They're on it.
God bless YSP.
And they have like a whole schedule for us. We're doing the show, then we're doing then we're seeing how the Wow Motorcycle Run is going. We're going to be at Lagoon or something like that, right?
Yeah, Lagoon.
Lagoon, and then
yes.
And then the GM wants to take us out to dinner. They want us on Kid Chris's show. It's just an all-day event for us.
I call it whirlwind.
Yeah.
It's a whirlwind tour.
Of Philly.
Yes. I hope it's better than the last ones when we used to go down there and see where Ben Franklin's house used to be. Where they boxed it out.
Oh, I missed him.
With no walls.
I missed that guy.
I know. He had to be a tool.
With his tight slacks and his loafers.
He took us to Ben Franklin's house, and we're like, oh, cool. We got to, see. And I'm thinking it's going to be one of those things where you walk through the hallways and you see, like, maybe they set up a velvet rope or even glass in front of it.
Oh, yeah.
And you look and see the famous, like, the spectacles. What do they call those?
Monocles?
No.
Bifocals.
His bifocals.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to see. And maybe his kite. And the key.
And maybe a chair or something. Go, wow, Ben Franklin sat in that chair.
Right there. It's in a vacuum-packed room or something. and we get there, and Tim's all proud, and we're standing in the middle of this painted floor, and we're outside.
Yeah.
We're still outside, mind you.
Yeah.
We did not have to step through a door surrounded by walls. And then on the corners, it's like a see-through house. There's like beams going up, and then a roof line, but it's not covered with anything. That's where it was.
Some of these landmarks you just got to give up on. Just throw a 7-Eleven or a Wawa. It's time to put a Wawa in there or something.
Nothing.
It's time to give up on Ben Franklin's house where it used to be.
No bow that he tied his ponytail in.
Yeah.
No singed kite.
Right.
Nothing.
Time to put up a 6-story condo.
Yeah.
Get your money's worth for that property.
Just put a plaque by the door.
Right.
Hey, before we built this monstrosity, Ben Franklin's house was underneath it.
Those plaques are whatever. Also, they'll say George Washington slept here or whatever.
Yeah, that old gag.
There's one in Greenlaw. My brother Elmo's in studio today, and happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you very much.
It's brother Elmo's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
The bell tolls for me.
Near our sister's house.
Okay.
There's a historic plaque.
Yeah.
And I've been driving by this old house for years and years, and I caught a glimpse of what the plaque said. And it says something like the most horrific murder in American history happened here or something.
Get out of here, really.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I thought you were talking about the one where it was Washington.
Well,
slept there. There's one down in Centerport.
Yeah. But this one, it had something like axe murderer, or it went by so fast. I'm like, wait a minute.
Wow, that's great.
I gotta check this plaque out. This is a little different than George Washington slept here.
It's the Lizzie Borden residence.
Yeah, it's where she took her 30 whacks.
I thought you might have...
No, I just saw the one
Might
that
have
said
known.
that something really important happened here, but we forgot what it was. So there's just like a plaque there that doesn't really say much.
Oh, really?
But
there was one. I forget. It was some horrific murder, and they were bragging about it. So I don't know.
Well, enough time goes
by. The
by.
next time I drive to my sister's house, I'll take a picture and we'll throw it up on a website. And
enough history.
Yeah.
Are they promoting Jimmy? I don't know. It's got to be soon, right?
Coming up.
Let's see.
Coming up on Channel 11, Jill TV here in New York City.
They're kind of showing. Oh, there's a clip of Jimmy.
There's Jimmy entering the studio. Now they got a live clip of him. Wait, is this it?
Turn him up.
Turn him up.
They're promoting him.
Huh?
It's not it.
Oh, this is them just... Don't hit Jimmy with a pillow, you bitch.
All right, Jimmy's up next. Jimmy is up next. Let's not forget. So keep listening to WISP for our visit to Philly. We're very excited. We haven't been down there in a while. We figured it was time to reconnect with the Philly listeners.
Yep.
Stupid Preston and Steve are having a run of the place, which just doesn't make sense. Someone just told me they give away ice cream. We're giving away plasma TVs.
They have been there... left with no competition.
Yeah.
They're like, they can do as they please.
Yeah.
Well, we're coming back to town.
That's right.
We'll whittle your 20 share down to a 17 in no time. Damn it. The hell they get such huge numbers?
Hey, we're up for the challenge.
Me.
We're up for the challenge. Trust me on that. It's going to get ugly. Also, let's not forget, we're an hour into the show, and we forgot this. It's Rock Scream Tuesday. Rock Scream, Opie and Anthony. This stupid thing started out as a joke, but every morning now, every Tuesday morning, the phones are lit with people that want to do this. Harry in Buffalo, what's up? Listening on the Edge. What's up?
What's going on, boys?
Hey.
I'd like to dedicate this rock stream to the traveling virus not coming to Buffalo.
Hey, man. I tried.
Meow.
All right.
Yeah, that ain't a rock scream.
All right, get out of here. Jesse in Denver. Jesse.
Meow, meow.
These aren't rock screams.
Jimmy's not here. We're not going to allow this today. Ryan in Indiana, what's up?
Meow.
We want rock screams. It's Rock Scream Tuesday. If this was Break the Rules Friday when we're on the road.
Yeah. See, now we're not taking any more rock screams. You blew it. And then also, let's not forget, it's also...
It's Hummer Tuesday. On the Opie and Anthony Show.
Ew. Who did that hum?
Oh, that's Tim.
Oh, God, that's disgusting.
He's right behind you.
What are you doing? That's supposed to be a hot chick going like...
Yeah, man.
Like that, not...
We have brought Hummer Tuesday back, though. This is a real deal.
Play that again.
Huh?
Play that again.
Oh, God.
You gotta hear that awful manly...
As soon as Jimmy's on TV, will you just pot that up and we'll stop doing what we're doing? Here it is again, Hummer Tuesday.
It's Hummer Tuesday. On the Opie and Anthony Show.
Nauseating. God.
But it is the real deal. We used to do this back in the day, and we have brought back Hummer Tuesday. So women, to the women out there, I hope you're listening. You can help out your man. He's a big fan of the Opie and Anthony show. Just out of nowhere, give him a Hummer sometime today and go, that's because you're a fan of Opie and Anthony.
Believe me, he's not going to turn you down.
No.
He will not turn you down. And it's going to make his life so much better. He's going to treat you better. He's going to go, what a good egg.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we get the little, hey, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for the Hummer Tuesday, guys. That's fantastic promotion.
All right, screw Preston and Steve. I'll start listening to you guys. You guys are giving us Hummers. John.
Well, getting them Hummers. I don't quite like it put the way you said it. That, not only could it take a long time, but
right.
not my cup of tea.
Everybody line up. We'll do whatever it takes to get our audience back in Philly. Come down to this.
While it might actually work in gaining us listeners, I don't think we have to go quite there yet.
Line up outside the Ben Franklin house that used to be there.
Entertainment news.
Uh-oh, this could be it right
No
here.
E-Rock?
No E-Rock.
Oh, E-Rock.
No, it's he's going to be the next story. John in Jersey, what's up? You got a minute here.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey there, Jan.
Hey, I figured that, my wife's been so good with Hummer Tuesday. It's her birthday today, so I'm going to reverse it.
Yeah, we don't mind the reversal, actually, because we do have a lot of women listening to the Opie and Anthony show.
Reciprocation is absolutely encouraged.
Yeah.
I told her that she's been such a good sport. I go to work, relax.
All right, goodbye. Jimmy's on. Goodbye.
To have him here with us. Good morning.
Oh, hi.
Nice.
Thank you.
A nice
I'm clapping.
Who's used to getting up at this hour?
Yeah, this is, I do radio every morning on Opie and Anthony, so I'm definitely used to getting
So you're
up.
wide awake.
It's like being on the set of my favorite sitcom, though. We watch you guys every morning.
Really?
Yeah, this is great.
And we are like a comedy of errors on a daily basis, aren't we?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's all traffic and hot chicks. This place is great.
Yeah, it's fun. The guys enjoy themselves. I'm putting words in Craig's mouth. All right, so you're from Jersey originally?
Yeah.
Jersey boy, where?
North Brunswick.
Yeah. And you have a younger sister?
Yeah, I have a younger sister, and it's just embarrassing that my family has to see this book, so my apologies. It's kind of, gross and embarrassing.
So they didn't know about it until now?
No, they had no idea. They thought like I was just a cute comedian, and then they realized I spent a lot of money doing awful things on massage tables.
So they're going to disown you after this interview?
Not really disown me, but I think that they're kind of disgusted, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so I also understand that you like to collect photos of celebrities, some interesting choices of people.
Yes.
Tell us about Ozzy, big fan of Ozzy and Black Sabbath.
Yeah, I creeped Ozzy out. Like 1997, I was stalking him at MTV, and I kept staring at him, and he kept looking at me. Yeah, that's the photo. And then he finally closed the door so I couldn't stare at him. And I'm like, God, what a weirdo I must be to have made Ozzy Osbourne feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Gene Simmons, Alan Alda, I've stalked. I do an impression of Alan Alda's arm.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're going to love this. But where's the camera?
Right there.
Yes! It's fantastic.
So Gene Simmons understand that it wasn't easy to get his picture, that he had to be coerced into it, kind of.
Well, we interviewed him at WNEW. Yeah, that's the picture. He squeezed my little fat face, and he was very nice to me, and then he blew me off in Las Vegas. So I screamed about it on the radio, and then I did an event in Philly, and one of the Opie and Anthony fans called him out on it in front of 3,000 people. So he had to hug me in front of 3,000 people. It was really like kind of heartwarming.
Was he embarrassed to like be
he was mortified.
Did he blush?
Wouldn't you be hugging me in front of 3,000 people? He was completely creeped out. Yeah, he was creeped out.
I would be embarrassed hugging him.
Why?
I don't know. I just would.
Yeah, no, I like Gene Simmons.
We'll leave it there. All right, so now I know your background is stand-up comedy, and you still are on the circuit. You were last comic standing. Now you're on Opie and Anthony. How did that whole thing come about in the first place?
Opie and Anthony, I was on. I used to tour with Dice. He introduced me to O&A. I got arrested. Went to jail for the voyeur bus back around in 2000.
We remember it well.
Yeah, you do. You guys probably covered it.
Yeah.
So I've been a regular ever since. We got thrown off the air in 2002. We've been back since 2004. And this guy, E-Rock, kind of runs the entire Opie and Anthony show. And, that's pretty much why I'm back on the air now, because
that's
of
awesome.
him. Yeah.
So much fun. All right, now tell us about your new book.
Well, it's a lot of true stories about comedy, about my first comedy hookup with a girl who kind of looked like Rocky Dennis. Thank you. Yeah, she was awful. And a lot of stories about, like I said, massage tables, sitcom ideas I have. And it's very funny. It's kind of weird to come on and promote your own book and go, it's really funny, buy it. But it is a funny book.
Is there anything that you won't talk about? Anything that's off limits and embarrassing for you?
No, not really. I mean, the occasional tranny indiscretion. We have to kind of, we've all made that mistake, haven't we, fellas? You got to kind of skimp around that a little bit. But, no, man, that's the beauty of being a comedian. It's like, who cares if people object to it? I mean, that's my job, is to just be funny about the truth and things that happen. If people like it, they like it. If they disagree, too bad. Yeah.
Well, on that note, thank you so much for getting up even earlier and coming in.
We have a book signing tonight.
Yes, let's pick up, we'll give you all the info.
Okay.
If you can pick up a copy of the book, it's in stores today. You can meet him at a special signing tonight at the Borders at 2 Penn Plaza and July 12th at the Bookends in Ridgewood, New Jersey. For more info, go to CW11.com and we'll give you all that info again. And coming up the next hour after rumors of pregnancy is Nicole Richie actually getting married.
Okay. Look at Jimmy sitting there.
When we come back, another check of traffic, and get more out of your coffee than just...
Hey, right on, man. Jimmy did a great job on Jill TV this morning.
I wish he was
Channel 11 here in New York City.
Interact with Jill. I'm sure he has behind the scenes. We'll get all the skinny.
Well, now Jimmy's coming back to do the rest of the show with us. So he'll be here in about a half hour. But I heard Jill laughing really hard in the background.
Yes.
So she was totally enjoying it.
Jill TV.
Did a good job, man.
Just trafficking hot chicks. and then he credits E-Rock with everything. Like he said he was going to do that yesterday. E-Rock got us back on the air.
Yeah, that's very, very cool. All right, we got to take a break. We have a new sweeper too, so it's Rock Stream Tuesday. It's Hummer Tuesday. This is the real deal, by the way, ladies. I'm serious. I'm serious. Sometime today, just surprise your man with a Hummer.
Yeah.
That will get us more listeners. A lot more listeners.
They'll love it. He'll love you for doing it.
More power for chaos.
Great.
And Tim just marched in here with a faraway phone call Tuesday sweeper.
Faraway. It's stupid. Faraway phone call is stupid.
It's official, though, because now we have a sweeper.
Oh, God. It means we can't get rid of it.
So you're stuck with
Those are the rules.
It's Opie and Anthony. Good morning. It's on Opie and Anthony. I keep turning little Jimmy Norton's mic on, and he's not here.
He's not there. I put the Pal Talk camera there, so you're getting Jimmy Cam.
Yeah.
That's that's exactly where Jimmy sits, so you're getting the view Jimmy gets.
He'll be here in a few minutes. Got brother Elmo on the couch over there. It's his birthday, and he's going to shoot up live on the air today, right?
You want me to shoot up? Sure.
Going to shoot up?
Yeah, he could shoot up live on the air for everybody.
When do you want me to do it?
It's Shoot Up Tuesdays.
I'll do it on the Pal Talk
cam.
Have you ever seen this? It's pretty good, actually.
No.
It's pretty good.
Where do you do it?
It's awesome.
Retina? Right into the retina?
Into my toes, man.
Nice. Yeah.
So where were we? Oh, we were talking about Hummer Tuesday and the brand new sweeper that Tim came up with, which is deeply disturbing.
Oh, yeah.
It's really not going to help us, Tim. I mean,
it should be a girl making a seductive humming noise after the actual promo. That would be like, wow, that's sexy and hot.
Tim took the point of view of the male.
No, that's never good.
No, we understand what Hummer Tuesday's all about.
Even if it's the pleasure end of the male where he's like being pleasured.
Yeah.
It still doesn't matter.
No.
And it didn't sound like that, to tell you the truth, because I heard some sound effects in the background. And why would the guy be humming on Hummer Tuesday when it's... oh, boy.
I'm starting to think that Tim may have let his sexuality slip out unexpectedly. A little oopsie as he's putting this together, man.
Yeah. Well,
want to hear it again?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see it.
It's Hummer Tuesday. On the Opie and Anthony Show.
See, did you hear that? Like, there's sounds in with the humming. Right. That is very disturbing. James Gum was sexier.
Wow.
Would you?
Well, he didn't stop there.
What?
He also came up with this. Because it's also Faraway Phone Call Tuesday.
Oh, how could I forget?
And Canadian Tony, what the hell is it with all the goddamn bits? Next, you'll be doing the 8:30 infected needle bit. Is your needle infected?
I hope to hell not.
Terrible.
Well, at least my birth and death would be the same day, so it'd be a nice.
I don't think you want
math.
that.
Why?
That's a creepy thing.
Why? You save on like letters and stuff on the tombstone.
They don't give you a 2 for 1. What the hell you think?
I think you got to like pay by the letter, right?
Is that morbid thinking that? And do most people think that? Do you think that on your birthday?
What?
No, never.
I think it on my birthday.
Yeah, really?
I think like, oh God, I hope I make it through today because I don't want my tombstone to have the same friggin' numbers on there.
But it gives somebody something for people to talk about when they see.
Oh, when they see it, go, oh, look at this guy.
Look what happened.
Died on his birthday.
Yeah, that'd be cool stuff.
Jeez. I don't know. It's morbid. I don't know why I have so many morbid thoughts.
Anyway, so Canadian Tony, I hate to tear down like the ninth wall here, but
we're
making fun of radio bits by doing all these bits.
It doesn't get the bit guy Tuesday.
Right.
Where people that don't get the bit comment on how they don't get the bit. You jackass.
Well, here's the sweeper for Faraway Phone Call Tuesday.
Great.
It's Faraway Phone Call Tuesday!
Okay. All right, there are so many things wrong with that.
What's wrong with Faraway Phone Call Tuesday?
What year is it? First of all, why is he yelling?
Why don't you have
He's got me yelling. Why is he yelling into...
Why don't you have the same excitement as I do?
Because that's silly.
It's not. Listen again before you react.
It's Faraway
What's code?
Phone Call Tuesday!
Is he yelling because he's far away?
Yes.
But it's a phone call. You ever talk to somebody like around the world? You could just go, hi, how you doing? And they go, fine, what are you doing? Oh, nothing, I'm in Australia. It's beautiful here. You know? Do you know it's actually winter here? Right. Yeah, you don't have to go, hey!
Do you hear the Morse code in the background?
I'm using special machinery to get this phone call made.
All right, I do like the promo. It does give the impression.
It's catchy, right?
See, I also have to put myself in his position thinking, how do you do a promo that shows that the phone call's coming from far away in this modern time where it doesn't matter? You have great phones these days by taking it retro like that. Oh, Jesus, I just saw that guy.
Why are you pissed?
Oh, no. Jimmy just had a great appearance
on TV.
Really? I thought it.
Why are you pissed? We're so happy today. We've done a great hour of radio. We simulcasted your TV interview. We're all happy.
Because they didn't...
Turn that frown into a smile, sir.
They didn't show the graphic of the book. They didn't say the name of the book. She said she wouldn't say it.
Oh, they wouldn't say the name?
They wouldn't say happy...
Wouldn't say happy ending. So I'm like, well, let me hold it up. And she's like, we have a graphic. So I just kind of felt like I got thrown under the bus. That's why I felt bad, because I was like, oh, man. I was like, that must have been awful. It must have looked terrible.
No, actually, it was a great interview. You're very funny and everything.
Okay.
I didn't even... You know something? I didn't notice.
Oh, okay.
They didn't show the book.
Oh, I figured you guys were going to kill me, so I was so cranky coming over here.
No.
Stop being cranky. We've had a great hour of radio. We're proud of you. It was hilarious. Yeah. Gave a shout out to E-Rock.
The E-Rock responsibility thing. And then the world was able to actually see your Alan Alda impression.
Right. Oh, I
and
forgot I did
seeing
that.
it is that put it over on me.
All right, I feel better.
Yes.
They didn't let me get in the...
and Jill was laughing her ass off in the background. I heard her.
She was great. I was going to show the cover. I wanted to say that was E-Rock in a blonde mullet wig. I really wanted that cover.
Honestly, they should have shown the cover. But besides that, it was great.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
They got the info for the book signing out. Everyone knows you got a book out. And, they should have said the title, Happy Endings. I mean,
how could they not say happy endings?
I don't know.
It could mean anything.
That's where we're at in this world,
It's
Jimmy.
a happy ending.
Unfortunately.
I feel better.
The book has a happy ending.
Oh, it does.
No, we got a nice energy today. We're happy. It's been an hour of hilarity on the radio, and you did a great job on TV.
She was very sweet, actually.
Was she?
Yeah, she was. She's really nice. She's very aware of the effect. She came right in and said hello. I mean, the whole staff is really cool. Yeah, and they're
all big fans over there.
They are. The behind the scenes guys are all like, dude, I love the show. They're all really cool.
Really?
Yeah. So she was really fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get a picture with her?
Of course.
Where is it? Let me see.
First,
I got to see his picture, and this must be posted immediately.
And she's aware that we're doing Jill TV every day?
I told her. She's like, yeah, with the little hearts. She's seen the graphic.
She saw the graphic.
Well, every day we take a picture of Jill and throw it up on our website for Jill TV. You can check it out on our website.
What a great picture.
Yeah, let me see.
Good, right?
That's a great picture.
She's got a Valentine's Day. She's got a Valentine's Day Teddy on today. Is she hot in person, Jimmy?
Oh, she's fantastic in person.
Yeah. Does she smell good?
Yeah, and she feels good because she's like a little,
Feels good.
Oh, we took a few pictures. She took some for CW11.
So you put your arm around her?
Of course.
And you got to feel her hip?
The upper hip, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, they took like 8 pictures for CW11.
There you go. Jimmy, it was a great appearance.
Okay, thanks.
Were you filling?
No, I was too nervous.
Yeah.
I had coffee, so I didn't want to breathe in her face. So I'm like talking to my teeth.
Yeah, see? All right, Jill, see? No, I just drank coffee. I got to talk out of the side of my mouth, see?
They should have shown the
oh, no, you guys made me feel totally better.
Maybe they
just really good.
Maybe they just messed up because they're like a Mickey Mouse organization.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse operation.
No, what bugged me was when I came off, right? Because I would have said the name of it at least. Just said Happy Endings. I wouldn't have went crazy. And I'm like, did you guys show a graphic? The guy's like, we'll show it online. I'm like, well, why am I on television if you're going to show it online?
It should be on the web.
Yeah, it's silly. Why am I just doing a simulcast somewhere?
You got many LOLs.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You got people that were LOLing.
Yes! I forgot I did that.
Oh, is that great?
I can almost do it. I'm excited.
You just did it. It was great.
Yes! Do you see? I just made them acknowledge I was going to do an impression.
Of course,
it didn't fit in anywhere.
Yeah. I'm going to do it. Where's the camera? You're like, where's the camera?
They were laughing hard behind. You could hear the laughs in the background.
Yes.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Yes. And in honor of your fine TV appearance, we got Ernie in New York. He wants to give you a rock scream, Jimmy. Okay. It is Rock Scream Tuesday. Ernie!
Good morning. What's up, Owen? Hey, Jim, you rocked on TV. You sounded great.
Oh, thank you.
In honor of your great experience on CW this morning, I got a rock scream for you. This is Gene Simmons. Oh, yeah!
There you go. All right.
Great day, guys.
Not quite a rock scream, dude.
We better get Jimmy up to date here. Tim has decided to do all sorts of sweepers for our radio show because it's Rock Scream Tuesday, Hummer Tuesday, and Faraway Phone Call Tuesday.
Oh, good.
We don't need to play the Rock Scream Tuesday sweeper.
No,
that's long and
his Hummer Tuesday one. You tell me what's wrong with it.
Jimmy's gonna love it.
You listen and tell me where the problem is.
By the way, Jimmy, I was telling the story. I'm halfway through your book and I'm enjoying it. Happy ending. Where's the book signing today? Because I got a little confused when they said 2 Penn Plaza. I don't know that.
Yeah, it's on Borders. I think that's 33rd and 7th. It's right by Penn Station. It's the Borders at 6 p.m. tonight.
And we're all going, and then we're heading to Philly for our big couple of days in Philly. Yes! Philly, keep listening to YSP for all the details, but we're very excited about our trip to Philly. Anyway, I'm going through the book, and of course I have to go through the whole book to see where you mentioned me. And also I come across a paragraph. All it says is, Opie is an 11 in the rest area, Opie is an 11 and I'm a 3.
Do you remember we were traveling to Boston? I kept standing next to you in the bathroom.
Just making me uncomfortable. But that's all I see in the book is, in a rest area, Opie would be considered an 11 and I'm a 3.
I avoided a lot of O&A stuff because I know eventually you guys are going to come out with a book, and I just felt it would be kind of a scum move.
Yes!
Yeah, for me to do all the Opie and Anthony stories. I did the Voyeur Bus.
Thank you.
But no, that's just not cool to do.
Ooh.
And that was why I stayed away from a lot of it, because, you guys are obviously going to do that sooner or later.
I'm doing the whole thing about E-Rock.
Yeah, there's rumors flying around about our book, yeah.
Wait, you're doing it about E-Rock. We should call it Fat Heads and Failed Dreams. No disrespect, Eric.
None taken.
All right, here we go. So Tim came up with the Hummer Tuesday sweeper, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Just to
figure out the problem.
Come on. It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like queuing up today.
Preston and Steve stuff queues right up.
It sure does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
That's why they beat us.
Here we go.
It's Hummer Tuesday. On the Opie and Anthony Show.
What's wrong with that, besides the fact he said hit record?
See, we're finally bringing back Hummer Tuesday. A lot of these bits we're doing, we're just making a mockery of the whole thing.
A mockery.
But Hummer Tuesday is real. It was great back in the day. And when you think Hummer Tuesday, you think sexy.
Girl.
You think girl. You think like slobbery.
You want to hear the sound.
You think,
right. You want to hear the sound of a girl maybe enjoying a lollipop.
Right.
Being recorded and giving a slight, sexy, bedroomy hum as she's doing that. And that's what you want. And instead, you get this.
It's Hummer Tuesday. On the Opie and Anthony Show.
You get a dock worker.
I'm thinking someone's sexuality slipped out.
It sounds like Lee J. Cobb and On the Waterfront. You'll never work these docks again or get a Hummer, Terry.
Right. So, well, boy, I'm sure the women are just racing to their man as we speak.
If that doesn't get you in the mood, nothing will.
Right. And then he didn't stop there. He came up with the Faraway Phone Call Tuesday sweeper.
First of all, I think Faraway Phone Call Tuesday is ridiculous. And the sweeper for it, I kind of like it, but just give it a listen.
It's Faraway Phone Call Tuesday!
Jim, comment?
There he is. Yeah, he's waving at you from the other room.
That he should make a faraway phone call from the unemployment line
at Kinko's.
Yes, putting his resumes together.
That is just. I love that there needs to be Morse code, but you can talk.
Right.
But there's static, but you got to yell. Because you're far away.
When we eventually take our faraway phone call today, we only do 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Notice how, like, crystal clear the reception will be.
It's going to be hi. Where are you from? I'm calling from New Zealand.
Actually, let's go back to last week. I think we talked to someone from Korea. And it sounded like the guy was calling from Hoboken,
He wasn't
New Jersey.
like, hey!
Yeah.
Hey!
I'm calling from Korea.
It's 2007.
Right.
It's amazing.
By the way, someone called from Detroit for faraway phone call Tuesday.
Yeah.
And we had to tell them, we're being heard in Detroit.
Yeah, the people in Detroit would find that silly. It's not far away.
Right.
I saw someone from the UK, but they hung up.
Well, we'll get a faraway phone call in the near future here.
Yeah.
By the way, we sent interns Jared and Matt down on the streets of New York for some rock screams.
Oh.
This is just an excuse to make fun of Jared's awful body and haircut.
Holy mother of God.
Anthony out of nowhere just started beating him up. I'm like, this is unlike him.
I couldn't
bring him in.
I couldn't look at him
bring in the 20-year-old disaster.
Let me tell you, if he was even 25, I would say, okay, some people at 25, hit the wall. He's barely out of his teens.
Right.
And look at the swagger.
Oh, no.
First swagger kid comes in.
Yeah, that's the Abercrombie and Fitch model.
Yeah.
That we decided needs to work here for some reason.
And then there's just
Thanks, Steve. Jesus.
The disaster. At 20, this kid's body should not be like this.
And people get confused out there. Now you're picturing out there a fat guy. Like, you could carry fat. You know what I mean? People could carry fat. They're meant to be fat, and they could just carry it well. There's something wrong with Jared. It looks like he has like an inner tube on, and he's ready to jump into a city pool.
Yeah, he's got that thing going on, and but it's the whole package. Like, he's dumpy. There's like this like he's melting or something. Where the hell is he?
I don't know.
Oh, he's getting coffee.
He's getting coffee.
Yeah, good.
Is he? So we're going to just stop the whole radio show and wait for the intern to come in after he gets his coffee.
I guess
right?
if he was out getting coffee,
We're swapping him out with another intern.
What?
We're swapping him out with another intern and bringing him back up.
He was out doing something. He was out getting coffee.
Oh, getting actual coffee.
Yeah,
for the staff. I thought he was getting his own coffee. Like, I'll come down when I'm good and ready.
Oh, dude, you should have let him believe that. They would have smashed him. When he walked
boy,
in.
would I have.
Starbucks.
No, I was ripping him apart a little bit, a lot of bit, during a commercial break.
Yeah,
because he walked in with something, and I just looked at him and said, he's like a cartoon. Like, his body is like it's been drawn. Because human bodies don't grow like that.
He looks like he is like a South Park character.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like this big, dumpy lower half, the inner tube around his gut, and then he hunches over. He's hunched over.
Like he has scoliosis but he doesn't.
And he walks just with his head kind of up because he's so hunched over, so he looks up like through the top of his eyes and walks with his arms swinging. But his palms are facing directly behind him.
Yeah.
Like kind of a gorilla walk thing going on.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm stunned. And it all just hit me when he walked in before, and I asked how old he was. I expected him to say like mid to early, late 20s kind of a thing. He's had time to let himself go. You're just out of your teens. What is he doing?
He walks like the Sasquatch in that footage.
Yes.
Where the horses
the guy fell off the horse but kept filming Sasquatch. That's how he walks.
Yeah, the Bigfoot's kind of waving with his big stupid arms swinging.
Yeah.
You know what, Jared? He looks like his self-esteem.
Oh, yeah. If you needed a picture of his self-esteem, it's him.
He looks like his inner thoughts.
Yeah, it's mopey, sad.
Yeah, he's not hiding anything. His body shows it all.
I don't picture one happy moment in that guy's life.
Well, let's go right to this as Jared comes back up from getting coffee or whatever the hell he does for us. Who knows? The boys went on the streets of New York to get some rock screams.
Rock Scream Tuesday here on the Opie and Anthony Show. Walking down Fifth Avenue looking for people, sir.
Is that you?
Right, yeah, that's
Wow, you're kind of over the top.
yeah, a little bit of caffeine that day.
He went with his radio voice.
Yeah, you
like,
got to get on
that's
that.
like a classic radio voice.
Yeah. Hey, Rock Scream Tuesday.
I thought that was actually a listener doing it, like as a goof. I thought he said, "All right, just say Rock Scream Tuesday."
No.
Rock on!
Thank you.
That's Alicia from Canada.
That sounded like a half-assed Canadian rock scream.
All right, what's your name and where are you from?
I'm Kristen. I'm from Lexington, Kentucky.
All right, give us a rock scream from Kentucky. Wow, I'm blown. Thank you.
They did understand the concept of the rock scream.
They were very varied. They weren't.
Yeah?
Here comes Jared with his
Jared's
duty hat.
got his duty
Let's
hat
not forget,
on.
he is the star of the Duty Hat video. That's
Duty.
We forgot that he's the star of the Duty Hat video. That's up on all the websites, all the video websites.
Do you remember any of your lines?
Did someone say Big Boy made a duty? They took it off of break.com.
They took it. Really, break.com had a problem with our.
Why?
Wow.
They're usually pretty cool.
Well, we tried searching it yesterday, and it didn't come up.
Well, it's on our website, right, Steve? It's up on our website. So, Jared, you're just a disaster.
Yeah, Jared.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really took note when you walked in before because you were being just yourself. There wasn't this attempt even to be like to walk with your head up high or maybe suck in your gut or something. You just schlepped in here, and I looked going, what is?
You pretty much feel
wrong?
Worthless, right?
Do you
All
just
the time?
all the time?
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
Why do you slouch? Why are you like?
Yeah, you're like.
I don't know.
Wait, when
Get on the mic there.
You don't even know how to talk into a microphone.
Yeah, have some confidence.
Do you feel worthless?
Not right now.
No, say not all the time.
Not all the time.
What are you doing with your right arm, man?
Another time. Another
Mouth
time.
is odd.
Is it?
Yeah, I was watching his mouth. It's kind of like not all the time. Like it doesn't close.
All the time.
It's like he's so busy opening it for other reasons. It's just kind of going to stay open.
You know what he reminds me of? I finally figured out. You guys ever see like a hypnotist, one of those hacky shows? And in between the hypnotist having the people on stage do something, they're kind of in that weird state of like kind of awake, but kind of asleep.
Semi-consciousness?
Yeah, that's what he looks like.
He's in a state of semi-consciousness all the time. Yes, Kenny?
I just got to say that Jared is my go-to guy as far as interns go.
Yeah,
wow.
Why? He gets the job done?
He's my main man. So he's my go-to guy. He's the guy I trust.
No, why? Because he has the excitement of you.
With
you can relate to
duty
Jared,
hat on and everything.
Yeah. No, Jared's okay in my book.
All right.
Is he your wingman though? When you're trying to pick up chicks?
When you try to pick up chicks in wheelchairs.
So when did it start for you? Like this sadness, and just your gut. Were you always a chubby kid?
Yeah, I was always a fat kid.
Well, fat, because I said before, you're not fat. You're just like, you're mushy. It looks like your upper half is slowly melting into your bottom half.
You look like a candle that's been burning a little too long.
Yeah, because if you just took a picture of your face, no one would say, that's the face of a fat guy.
Right.
You know?
But he works out.
Yeah, you said you work out.
Yeah.
Now, what do you do? How often?
Usually run 3-4 times a week.
Away from people that are trying to beat you up?
What do you run to the mailbox and back?
You run.
A treadmill in the house.
A treadmill?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're kind of gloomy is what's coming in on the instant feedback.
Gloomy.
He's a gloomy Gus.
Can you lift up your shirt? Like, are you wearing an inner tube or is that just...
No.
Let's see the gut. What's going on there?
Come on.
Oh, Jesus. Wow. You have, like, belly button female part. It's like right from your belly button down, you actually have a cleavage.
It happens.
It happens.
He has enough skin to be 6'6".
Yeah.
Like, you'd be perfect if you were 6'6".
Yeah, we just got to stretch you out. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Al, get ready on the dump.
Oh, really?
Looks like you could have sex with that.
Yeah, it does. like under your belly button is an area that really does look like
that whole thing looks like you could get something done there.
Yeah,
man.
It looks like a female, like an intimate area of a female. Why is that?
Wow.
I don't know. If I knew that, I'd try to solve the problem.
Like your belly fat is divided into two separate entities that are separated at your belly button.
Do you have an appendix scar?
No.
So we're pointing out something that you've been self-conscious about for many years.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's our job on this show, I guess.
Were you fatter?
Yeah, at one point.
You were?
Yeah.
All right, put your shirt down. We're all feeling bad for you now.
Are you talking about the way? No disrespect, but are you talking about
hormones changing? I'm starting to feel bad for people.
The fat kind of the fat kind of like there's a part of the fat in the middle.
Yes.
That's from the pants being pushed up. Is that like that? Lift your shirt again. Not to make fun of you, but like, is that buckle pushing the fat up into two halves, or is it like that when you're nude?
Oh.
That's why I asked if you had an appendix scar.
Would you like a belly button like Matt? Matt, show him your belly button. Yeah, you want one of those, right?
Sure.
Just a little hair trail to some champion undershorts.
Doesn't make you sad to see a real belly button?
No.
No? All right. All right, Jared.
All right, Jared. I don't know.
I don't know what happened, though. During the commercial break, Anthony just decided to go after
I
you.
just had I feel like I started like I wanted to help him out, and it just ended with me yelling at him. I was just yelling at him. Because he's 20. Mm-hmm. For the love of God, what are you doing? You must eat horribly.
I try to eat healthy.
How are you shaking your head? No. What do you sit down at dinner with the guy?
What I've seen, he's been eating perfectly for the past, however long his internship.
Hey, let me just swagger. Hey, no, he's been eating perfectly. There it is, all the confidence in the world and nothing. Right next to each other. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're a little different, aren't they?
Wow. Humanity.
Yeah, all right.
Just never know. It's a mixed bag.
Well, you guys were on the streets of New York getting rock screams. Let's get back to this. Lauren from Dallas. I'm just looking for one lousy good rock scream from the streets of New York.
What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Lauren. I'm from Dallas.
Okay.
Now you're obliged. See? You gave your name.
Okay. Ah!
You gotta do better than
Oof.
They just don't understand the concept of rock scream.
We're bad.
Were you explaining to them that the whole...
Well, Jared gives her an example here.
Oh, good.
I don't know. Give me an example.
Come on.
Mortified.
Come on, you gotta do a little bit.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
No,
Oh, my God. Oh, my.
No, I'm done. Hope she's screaming like that later in an alley. The freaking cobblestone over her head.
TJ from Jersey. Opie, please stop eating kashi, good friends, for breakfast. You're losing the psycho Opie tag and becoming too nice. Yeah, I feel like bad for this kid. Why am I feeling bad for you?
He probably has fun. You got friends, right?
He's got a cool rock T-shirt on.
He has a little bit of a gut, Ant goes, you have friends, right? He's a few pounds overweight. Ant's like, people do acknowledge that you're alive, don't they? Like, if you were burning, would someone help?
That's what I'm trying to say, because, like,
he's not. That was a little extreme.
He's not an overly fat guy.
No.
Yeah, like, the people out there in Radio Land are thinking we're talking to a real mess.
No.
Not really. How much do you weigh?
About 200.
And you're what, 5'2"? Oh, wow.
5'7".
5'7".
5'7", 2 bills. Mm. Yeah. You got a lot of lower body weight, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you should hang upside down every morning.
Get some of that up by your shoulders.
Yeah.
Big fat head.
Huh?
Evenly distribute it.
Well, we just need like a rolling pin or something.
Yeah, you're not rolled out right. That's what it is. A rolling pin. Yeah.
All right. Get out of here. That's all we can do with you guys today.
See, now just observe the walk. Go ahead. Just feel free. It's like this total, there's the swagger.
Yeah.
And then look at this total lack of confidence. He just schleps. That is a schlep.
He looks like the kid that wanted to be a superhero, the animated... What was that movie? Hello? What? Incredibles? Incredibles, yeah. He looks like the kid that wanted to be, he was the Uber fan of, what's his name there?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's...
You know what Jared is? He's the personification of lackluster.
Lackluster.
He's lackluster.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break. Hey, it's official. They buried the N-word, but we're going to attempt to bring the N-word back today.
They did.
We'll get into it next, and...
Yeah, we got the news story about it.
And Kwame, good old Kwame from Detroit, the mayor of Detroit. He
Kwame Kilpatrick.
Yeah, he was quoted as saying, "Die, N-word, die."
Wow.
He made a statement.
Wow.
So we'll get into that next on the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony Show. Jimmy had a little observation. We're still watching Jill TV, Channel 11 here in New York City. Jim had a very good interview about his book, Happy Endings, that is released today. It's in bookstores everywhere.
I think it's funny that they wouldn't show the cover, and yet we just watched and they're showing a guy getting kicked in the groin.
Yeah.
It's like a kick in the groin video, like where this guy stands there and like 5 different people come up. It was the same guy kicking him over and over.
There was a couple of different guys coming over and kicking him, and it's like a YouTube video. That's what they're doing. Look, they just went off the air for a second.
They're
just a cluster F. Wow.
They had that old school we're off the air.
Yeah.
Graphic.
The thing that used to come on at 2 in the morning.
Yeah,
when the station would go off the air.
But it's a YouTube video. It has, what is it, a yoga thing?
Yeah, it's some guy that says through the power of his mind he can eliminate the pain. Some kind of martial art.
And it helps his sex life. But here's the problem, and the news will not point this out, and I'm sure you've seen the video by now. It's pretty much the video of the day. He's not really getting kicked in the nuts.
No. He's getting kicked like in the area between there and the dirty spot. That's what the guy's foot is doing. He's kind of curling his foot around, you know?
Right. He's getting kicked in such a way. I mean, no one would be brave enough to even go for this type of kick, but he's not getting hurt because he's not getting his area kicked.
No.
Probably has a fetish for it, actually. There's guys that like that. He probably has a fetish for it.
Funny you should say that, Jimmy. Back at NEW, we had that guy come in and get nailed in the old,
not that guy. A guy with a fetish.
Right.
Guy with a fetish.
Right, a different guy.
Yeah.
And remember the grandma that kicked him?
Yep.
Do we have a bit of that? All right, really fast, because Jimmy mentioned it. Here we go. This guy, I think we explain it. Go.
2 guys getting kicked hard right in the crotch with no protection.
Oh, that got him. If he wasn't chained up, he would have fallen down. This is not right. That's gotta be it. Dude, that's gotta be it.
God.
All right, let's see if we can't get a good kick in from Grandma. Grandma is lining up.
He's down. He's down. He's down. You don't taunt Grandma like that. Come on.
She got the bullseye.
Grandma still got a chance, right?
Let's hear it for Grandma.
Grandma, put him down.
That's
yeah.
There's your fetish, Jimmy.
I remember that grandma wound up and just kicked him as hard as she could with her orthopedic shoe.
All right. They buried the N-word, everybody.
Yeah, apparently we talked about it a little yesterday before the ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they had the ceremony. Actually, in a cemetery.
Yeah,
there's going to be a headstone.
I guess.
And
way to make a mockery of the whole thing.
Oh.
And way to give the word a lot more power, by the way.
This could be the dumbest idea ever. Like we said, there's so many other things that really need to be addressed besides this fake funeral for a word. What is that accomplishing?
I don't know. Why not address guys that shoot cops and eat Popeye's chicken?
Yeah. That shoot cops in the face.
With a 45.
Yeah.
Where's Al?
Where's Al?
Sure, Al's in hiding until the next shock jock says something a little edgy.
Yeah, because that's dangerous.
That's way more dangerous than what happened here in New York City. Point blank range guy takes a 45 to the face. routine traffic stop, basically, is what it started as.
Yeah.
They didn't even get to the point of asking for license and registration, really.
They walked up to the door, boom. That's
Blam. Where's Al? Where's Al today? Where's Al when it comes to the real issues?
Yeah.
Anyway, they buried the N-word.
What do you say, Al?
Nothing.
Where do you think Al goes when these really tough stories hit the paper?
He doesn't care.
You think he goes down to the Caribbean? But he's got to hide. I mean, because I'm sure there are enough people out there that are actually going, "Hey, Al, hello."
He goes,
"Did you see the front page of the paper today?"
You know what he says? It's not my problem. They have people that stick up for them. I only go to the hospital beds of the people that the cops shoot.
Yeah.
Those upstanding citizens.
Yeah, he would say something like that, like, "Well, while our condolences go out to the families of those officers."
Yeah.
Our young brothers, and then he would take it right back into that.
Right.
That's exactly where he'd take it.
Exactly.
Not to change back to what we were just talking about, but Chuck in Jersey, this is very important. Chuck, what's up?
Hey, what's up, boys? How you doing today?
All right, man.
You guys talking about people getting shots in the nuts, man? I'll tell you, I'll come up there tomorrow morning, I'll take one in the nuts.
Your phone crapped out, but you'll take a couple shots to the groin?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, why the hell not?
Well, we're broadcasting from YSP tomorrow morning.
Oh, well, far away. I'd have to come up.
All right. Well, when we'll be back in New York, Friday? You can come in Friday and we'll do it.
That'd be fine. Yeah, set it up. I'll what time I got to be there? I get off work at 6.
Is this one of your fetishes?
What's that?
Is it a fetish?
No, I just don't care. I take pain. I like pain in general. I'm damn near impervious to it.
You want a girl to do it?
You want a girl or E-Rock? Your choice.
I don't care. I don't care. Jimmy can kick me. Anthony can kick me.
No, I ain't.
Kick me.
No, we got too much to lose.
Right.
E-Rock has nothing. We'll throw him under the bus for this. All right, hold on the line. We'll try to figure this out. We got to get a girl that knows what she's doing when it comes to that little fetish. Okay, they buried the N-word. Let's get into this a little bit.
Yes, the NAACP has buried the N-word.
And it was buried in a pine box.
There was no mourning at this funeral. No, hundreds of onlookers cheered Monday as the NAACP.
What?
Huh?
What?
Hundreds of onlookers cheered.
No. What was the sentence before that?
There was no mourning at this funeral.
None, huh?
Well, some people may have mourned in private.
Did they ask Southey?
They asked some of the people, yeah.
No mourning whatsoever, huh? Not a one, huh?
Apparently not.
Not a one.
Not as per this report.
Really?
Hundreds of onlookers cheered Monday as the NAACP put to rest a long-standing expression of racism by holding a public burial for the N-word during its annual convention. Along the way, 2 Percheron horses, is that it? Percheron?
Only you care.
A couple of horses pulled a pine box adorned with a bouquet of fake black roses and a black ribbon printed with the derivation of the word.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Is it the actual word or derivation thereof?
I don't know.
It'd be funny though if someone just saw that on the coffin and went, the fella must have died. It's just so.
Oh, jeez.
Friends are all burned.
Wow, they must not have liked him.
God, I guess he died without any ID on him.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
Oof.
Poor fella.
The coffin is to be placed at Detroit Memorial Park Cemetery and will have a headstone.
Yeah.
Today, we're not just burying the N-word, we're taking it out of our spirit, said Detroit Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick.
Yeah, we got audio. You got to hear this.
All right.
It was a symbolic funeral for a slur with a polarizing past. One intended to lay the N-word to rest. The NAACP organized the procession in downtown Detroit, which was led by 2 horses and a pine box.
Today, we're not just burying the N-word.
We're taking this out of our spirit. We're taking it out of our being. We're taking it out of our minds. Today, we burying it dead.
Was that Kwame?
Yeah. That is...
That's the mayor of Detroit, Kwame?
That's the mayor.
Nice.
Of Detroit. Kwame.
That's all he had to do yesterday, huh?
It's dead.
It's take place in this silliness.
Try to say it. See? It's dead. See?
The group has been campaigning against the casual use of the word, an epithet inexplicably intertwined with slavery in America.
It's just wrong. The slaves got treated like that, and we don't want to be treated like that, and we don't want to go backwards back into slavery.
We're not going to speak this way about each other.
You know, could they teach kids something that isn't going to happen?
What?
We're not going to go back into slavery. Did they teach children that isn't going to happen? It's just going to perpetuate like bad feelings. When the adults of these children, it's just as bad as this that Prussian blue band, the two girls that are white supremacists. That right there, what that kid was saying, is just as bad. It's their parents or grandparents filling them full of that kind of ideology, thinking that that the white man is trying to bring back slavery and they're not going to take it. Believe me, white man ain't trying to bring back slavery. It was up to us. Never would have had it in the first place. How about that? I'm willing to go out on a limb and say that.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Don't think it was a good idea.
White people did kind of have a hand in the slave trade.
I understand. I think if it was up to me, I don't think there should have been any slavery whatsoever.
Are you feeling okay today?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Why?
Just wondering.
None of the slavery, none of the boats, nothing.
But wait a minute. Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Slavery was a bad thing and never should have been brought to this country.
Do you need some aspirin?
No, I feel fine.
Can we take your temperature?
I feel
think you
fine.
need to take his temperature.
I feel fine.
Or because you're not saying that because if certain things didn't happen, then this country would be all white right now to be boring.
Well, you could say that. I think you're speculating. I think through immigration, in its natural course, I think we'd have plenty of African American people living in this country. I just, don't think the ancestors of slaves have that same spirit of the immigrants that would have come over. They wouldn't feel, persecuted and whatnot, because slavery was a bad thing. It was horrible for them. Horrible living conditions. Just an awful thing. And like I said, if it was up to me, never, ever would this country have accepted slaves, sent ships over there, and brought slaves over here. Just wouldn't have happened. Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
Let's go to Amita or Amanda, Long Island. What's up? Amita? What's up, Amita?
Hi, I just wanted to know, because I've never been to Detroit, is it really that boring and there's no crime and no other real issues where they take the time out to bury a word?
It looks like the mayor wanted a little publicity. He got his face on TV all over the country because of this dumb ceremony they did. So stupid.
That many people from the NAACP would not have shown up to the funeral of a shot cop. And that's what's irritating.
Yeah, how about that?
It's this. I understand it's an awful word and people don't want to use. Like, yeah, okay, I understand that. It's terrible. But to go through this symbolic nonsense and then, again, something like this happens and the NAACP doesn't say a word.
Right.
They don't really address black on black crime at all. They just address this idiotic symbolism.
They don't address the real issues.
Were any of the rappers who use it frequently there attending?
Probably not.
Of course
It says here the N-word has been used as a slur against blacks for more than a century. It remains a symbol of racism, but it also is used by blacks when referring to other blacks, especially in comedy routines and rap and hip-hop music.
Exactly. So what was the point of this whole thing?
Amita, how black are you?
I am African American.
Yeah, we're good at hearing the voices.
Yes.
We're good at hearing the voices.
We got this weird radar. We know.
Yeah.
We know when we're talking to a black listener. How dark, though? Like, are you, like Halle Berry? Like, who was that artist, that really black artist? What's her name there?
Erykah Badu?
Nah, Badu's a little darker than Halle Berry. The one from back in the day, and she was in...
Esther Roll?
Nah, Esther Roll's pretty dark, yeah.
James!
No, the one with Arnold and with the short haircut.
Grace Jones.
Grace Jones.
Oh,
Are you as dark as Grace Jones?
No, I'm not.
How dark are you?
Grace Jones.
Maybe, especially now that it's summertime, a few shades darker than Halle Berry's complexion.
You guys really get a little darker in the summer, huh?
Yes, I can.
We're learning.
Where we're learning, I don't know. All right, Amita, thank you.
Thank you.
She says, is Detroit that boring? We should ask Detroit. We're on in Detroit. We've never had a phone call from Detroit, so I guess they're hearing us right now.
The Reverend Otis Moss III, he's assistant pastor at Trinity United Church of Christ there in Chicago, said in his eulogy, this was the greatest child that racism ever birthed. The N-word.
The N-word.
Yeah.
All right.
We're not going to speak this way about each other. We're not going to do this N-word business anymore. It's time to stop.
There's also been criticism within the African-American community, particularly focused on rappers who use the N-word casually in their lyrics.
Oh, by the way, and they'll continue, by the way. That's not going away.
Oh, yeah, stop.
That's not going away. Let's go to Rob in New York. Rob, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, who gave the eulogy?
Who gave the eulogy for the N-word?
Yeah.
Your door's open, sir.
Your door is ajar.
Right.
Let's leave it at that.
Let's go to Mike in Buffalo. Mike, what's up?
Hey, last time I checked, isn't Detroit like the unofficial murder capital of the country?
Well, I think D.C. is, but...
D.C.'s way up there.
Either way, don't they got better things to do? I mean, you don't see everybody complaining about, when the single-cell amoeba made fun of the double-cell amoeba. I mean, we might as well go back all the way in history to every time somebody had hurt feelings. I mean, oh, my God.
Well, I think the point is, sir, to play devil's advocate. A point with that word is that people feel like black people are like the only ones that refer to each other by a racial slur. Like, you don't really hear Irish doing it. You don't hear the Jews doing it. You don't hear
the Irish will do it occasionally.
Occasionally, but it's not like a socially acceptable thing. It's not. It doesn't permeate their whole social interaction. And I think that's probably the point with that word is you don't hear Puerto Ricans saying people just don't do it. Asians don't do it. So maybe that's where that word is kind of weird. It's kind of unique to black people in that way.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to sticks and stones, I mean, that's what my grandmother taught me.
Jeez, if we could only be that simple.
God bless.
What are you, 8?
Yes, sir.
He's settling things like an 8-year-old. Whatever happened to sticks and stones?
There's a line between let's bury this word and I'm rubber, you're glue. There's a happy medium.
Sticks and stones.
They break my bones.
You can see him get up at the UN. I'm enacting the sticks and stones policy here.
Right.
You are? Haven't done that in years.
Our parents have yet given us names, and the N-word is not our name, and people who feel like they need to say that are wrong for saying that.
It's a funeral that comes on the heels of several high-profile, racially insensitive remarks. In November, Seinfeld actor Michael Richards repeatedly used the N-word during a Los Angeles comedy routine. And 3 months ago, radio talk show host Don Imus used other insulting slang words to describe the Rutgers University women's basketball team. The coffin will be placed in Detroit's Memorial Park Cemetery with a headstone marking its symbolic contents.
Oh, my God.
What's going to be written? Is it going to say N-word or is it going to be the real word?
It's going to say N-word.
It's just going to say N/word?
There can't be behind an actual tombstone that has the word on it.
That would be hysterical. Imagine the surprise, though. You're just walking through the cemetery and you're looking and go, get out of here. Is that what I think it says? I don't know. See, that's a question that needs to be answered. A lot of people probably curious.
Oh, we're going to have an update on this story within a week.
Mm-hmm.
The coffin was, unburied. They dug it up.
Oh, yeah.
Tombstone is missing.
Oh, that tombstone would be a
or
collector's
spray
item.
painted with the real word on the tombstone. You watch. You watch.
Why go through all this hoopla?
Yeah, I don't know.
It really is just, and I don't like the fact that it was spurned by two entertainers. That's what annoys me. It's such a stupid way to get motivated. Michael Richards and Imus. That's what motivates you.
Yeah.
These two white guys who did it. One who honestly did it in humor, and one who just wasn't funny enough to get out of a heckling situation without doing it.
Yeah. That brings it to the forefront.
Oh,
kind of takes away from the seriousness of a few hundred years of oppression and slavery.
Yeah.
When it's just some dope losing his mind at a comedy club, and Don Imus, slipping with a line that he thought was funny.
And why are they bringing him into the freaking burial of the N-word?
It's silly because he said a racially insensitive thing. Black people say racially insensitive crap all the time.
It's a double plot they bought. I'm right next to it. How embarrassing. Imagine they bury Imus right next to it.
Let's say hi to Brian in Detroit.
Look at that. Imus and...
Good morning. Good morning, Renee. How are you?
All right, Brian. How's Detroit this morning?
Well, Detroit is fine. I'd like to give you a little update on the hip-hop mayor, as he titles himself. Kwame Kilpatrick, the only black Irishman I know. Anyways, he tries to rule this city with an iron fist. He's got more scandal than you can imagine.
Really?
He had a party at the Manugian Mansion, which is his little home, his palace. It's paid for by the city of Detroit, which is, he's losing people every day in the Census Bureau. But anyways, he had a hooker shot, supposedly, allegedly, and all kinds of props. Just do a little Google search.
All right, yeah.
Kwame.
Yeah, we're going to do that right now. Thanks, Brian. Phil in
Perhaps we'll
Detroit.
do that.
If you had a hooker shot and that was known, that's probably a big campaign problem.
Right. Phil, what
come out in the campaign?
Yeah.
Yeah, Google the mayor of Detroit. Let's get some background on him. Phil, what's up?
Hey, guys, what's up? Faithful listener from Detroit, man. You're best thing on the radio out here, man.
Hey, we're coming to Detroit with the comedy show.
All right.
Spread the word. All right, what's up, Phil?
Well, hey, I'm just telling you, man, don't let Kwame reflect what the city's about, man. He is on the take. He's a thug is what he is. He was challenged because he was wearing a 3-carat zirconia earring around and, really playing the style. But that's not what the people are about, man. This is a beautiful city. We continue to give every year more money than anybody in telethons. It's just a good community of people, man. But he kind of reflects kind of the bad stuff that goes on here. So,
yeah, you guys kind of look a little...
A guy like that get elected then?
Yeah, you guys kind of look a little silly today. I mean, burying the N-word in this bizarre ceremony in Detroit? The hell?
Yeah, I know that, but you guys will like the new downtown, man. All the good stadiums down there, casinos, things are happening down there, man.
Yeah, we can't wait to visit Detroit, so hopefully we'll see you at the show, Phil.
Looking forward to it. Keep it up, man.
All right, all the info on our comedy tour is up on Virus Tour, one word on MySpace.
We should go by when we're there. We should go by that cemetery and pay our respects.
Yes. Respect.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got to get our picture taken next to that tombstone.
Of course you do. Somebody passes away, you have to go and say goodbye.
I think after the break we're going to attempt to bring back the N-word.
I think we should have a séance.
Yeah?
I really think we should have a séance and try to contact... That's what we should do.
Bring in the Ouija board.
Get the Ouija board. When we come back,
I swore I would
we'll
never
be contacting the word.
I swore that I would never mess with a Ouija board ever again, but come on, we have to. By the way, Mike in Cleveland and many, many other people completely understood what you were getting at, Ant. It just needs to be.
Oh, it's very simple. I spelt it out, plain and clear.
I was a bit confused at first, but all right. There you go. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Hey, where's Keith? Keith the cop. Trying to get one last plug-in for the Wild Motorcycle Run. It's Opie and Anthony, Lil Jimmy Norton. We got a very, very busy few days ahead of us.
Keith and those guys all meeting for the Wild Motorcycle Run right down the street, right in front of XM on 57th between, what is it, 7 and 6?
Yeah. Good to see all the motorcycles.
Yeah.
They line up for like at least a block. He's going to have at least 100 to 200 bikes this year. And then he's riding all the way to Philly while we're broadcasting live from WISP. Then we're going to finish our broadcast on WISP. And then we're going to go check out the Wild Motorcycle Run as they hang out at Lagoon. Keep listening to WISP for all the details, but they got a fine 42-inch TV. People are making fun of me because I can't say plasma. I say plasma, then I say plasma.
Do you really?
Yeah, I don't know.
That.
It's just one of those words I can't get right.
It's plasma, like, just think fat, like that kind of an ad, like fat plasma.
Plasma.
Oh. Huh?
It's a word association, that's all.
You say it like Mr. Howell would. Lovey, we're getting some plasma TV.
Someone said that on instant feedback.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not plaza.
Plasma.
Yeah. So YSP's doing a great job as far as our visit to Philly goes.
Great.
We'll be broadcasting Wednesday and Thursday, hoping to see a lot of old faces, new faces. We're doing the wildest thing you own.
Yes.
Last time we did it, some guy comes to the studio with a freeze-dried monkey with its mouth wide open, and then stuff happened.
Yeah. Used it.
Oh, boy, did somebody use that.
That's a good one.
And then you had the mom. She had a kid like a month earlier, and all of a sudden she gave her little newborn to some strange Opie and Anthony listener so she could do something with another listener.
Yep.
Right in front of everybody. I mean,
what a great mom.
It's always insane when we go to Philly.
Mm-hmm.
We've never had a bad broadcast down in Philly when we go there.
Knock wood.
So keep listening to WISP for all the details. Yes. But Wednesday and Thursday, a lot of excitement. Then we go to Jimmy's book signing at Barnes & Noble, Walnut Street.
Yes.
Tomorrow night.
That's Philadelphia tomorrow night. Tonight we're in Penn Station, and then we head down to Philly. And by the way, Keith, the 6 a.m. they're lining up for the Motorcycle Wow Run tomorrow morning.
By the way, Jimmy's book is number 84 on Amazon currently.
Wow.
It's moving up.
It was actually number 700 and something 2 days ago because I have been talking about it.
Moving up. Happy endings. Go get it at your local bookstore.
It's embarrassing. Well, thank you.
I got an itchy.
Opie.
Got an itchy, you know what today.
Ugh.
I don't know why.
Yeah, but you were picking. It wasn't like you were scratching. It was like you always took a finger roll.
You got to roll it sometimes. Roll it.
I was rolling. Big story. So they buried the N-word, and we brought in the Ouija board. We got to see how the N-word is doing.
See if we can actually contact.
I hate this Ouija board crap.
It is scary. All right, dim the lights, and let's see if we... Ooh, that's a creepy mood. See if we can actually contact.
Could you really dim the lights, please, so we can maybe buy into this dumb bit? Jesus. I know it's radio, but how about we dim the lights?
We do have pal talk.
Right.
The lights haven't moved.
Contact the N-word.
They're like, what are these guys doing? The lights aren't dimmed.
Ooh, this is getting eerie now. Right. Look at this.
The shade's going down. See, there you go. We want to buy into this a little bit.
Ooh.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, I'm scared.
Wow.
What if the N-word shows up? Oh. My God.
Do you want creepy Ouija board music?
Okay, let's all join hands. Me and Jimmy are already holding hands.
What are you doing, Jimmy?
Do it all day.
You said it itched.
He said join hands.
Little respect.
Oh, sorry.
For the dead. Okay. Buddy, get your hands on the Ouija board.
Yeah.
Oh. We are trying to contact you. We hear you're dead. How did that happen when just the day before you seemed so vibrant in my car as I was driving home?
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's moving.
What the hell?
The Ouija board's moving. Oh. Jesus.
Wait, at first...
Is there somebody you want to contact? Okay. C. O. Oh. Hey, wait, I'm losing him. Opie, you yelling, it scared you scared off.
Thank God I scared him off.
You scared off.
I like this job.
But he wanted to contact someone I will never know.
Wow.
I'm sure there's a cook somewhere that he wanted to talk to. Jeez.
All right, try to bring him back. Bring him back.
Oh. Where are you? Uh-oh. Here it is again. I ain't so dead.
What?
Whoa.
Whoa. What?
What's that? You said you know what I'm talking about, Anthony. Come on now. Okay. If you are here, give us a sign.
Oh, boy.
Oh, the inappropriate bell. That is a sign. Wow. This is creepy. This, if dare I say, it's a little spooky.
It's very...
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Wow. Whoa.
Ah, what fell?
Wow, what happened?
Oh, crap. Something... Who touched that? Nobody, right?
What was it?
I don't...
My wallet, it's gone.
Oh, my God. Is here. Is with us beyond the grave.
Dude, seriously, what the F? Things just fell.
Wow.
And no one was near.
How creepy is this? All right, again. Who do you want to speak with? P.
P.
O.
E-O.
R.
R.
C.
Wait a minute.
Hey,
What's that?
Hey.
I was wondering what porcelain doll that. Oh, we summon you to return to Earth, to your earthly bounds. Do not leave us. Some of us need you.
Uh-oh. It's not moving.
It's not
moving.
We may have lost the... Damn it. Oh, jeez. F. T-H-E-P-O-L-I-C-E. It's still here. It's still here. It's still here. Oh, wait. That's odd.
Wow.
Every sense is filling up. I smell barbecue sauce. It's like it's permeating the room. This is amazing. Klaatu Varata.
Uh-oh, it's moving again. What the hell is going on now?
Guys, I'm really scared. I don't think we should have done this. I just want to go back home. What? I'm in your house? Jesus. Baby, if you can hear me, get the shotgun. There's at the house. I see dead. They're everywhere. Oh. Wow. This is so scary.
Hey, can we turn the lights up just a little bit, just in case? Just in case he does appear.
Oh, I thought it was but it was just a rock scream. Forgot it's Rock Scream Tuesday.
Hey, can I ask, I don't have a... Yeah, thank you.
Yes, you want to ask a question.
Yeah, could you ask him how Tupac continues to put out CDs even though he's been dead for 10 years?
Oh, maybe. Hey, excuse me. Do you have contact with Tupac? He ain't dead, mother... Oof. I guess that's why. It's been proven now.
Yeah.
A lot of people wondered that. Yes. What did the N-word die of? What did you die from? Oh. That's terrible. Yeah. Overwork. It seems it never had a minute off. Oh, I'm coming out of my trance.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, thank you for showing up today. Some people, buried you. Others, as we know, think you're still alive and well. What do you say? Oh. Uh-oh. I'll be there for you. This N-word, I swear to you. When you get cut off in traffic, I want to be there for you. I'll be for you. It's Bond.
This coming in, N-word appears when you say its name in the mirror 3 times, like Candy.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, what's Earl doing here?
Earl, what are you doing?
Teeth. Oh, wait. Oh, no.
What?
It's gotta go.
Why? What?
I must punch old ladies in the face till they fall over in their walker. Oh. Yes?
The ghost?
Yes. Oh. We're going to hear from the N-word.
Yeah.
Oh. A boo. A boo. A boo.
All right, can the N-word leave, please?
All right, N-word, we cast you out. Cast you out, evil N-word. Oh, there it goes. Oh, the lights are coming back on. Well, it's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Good. You want to hear a joke? No.
What you just heard was the Opie and Anthony show making a mockery of the fact that they had a burial for the N-word.
What you heard was a comedic dramatization
of how stupid it is.
Of how silly it is to bury a mere word.
In an actual pine box with a tombstone.
And by using the context of a séance, we've shown how ridiculous it is to empower a word to the point where you must bury it, and how silly and useless that act actually is.
Right, exactly.
And I would love to apologize to anyone that was offended. Any dead people. The makers of Ouija board. Who else? Isn't that funny? Like, doesn't Milton Bradley make the Ouija board? It kind of takes something away from the spirit thing when you see the same company that makes, like, Monopoly.
Yes. So you should apologize right now, speaking of Monopoly, to Baltic Avenue.
Yes. Baltic and Mediterranean.
All right.
You know, the property for... I shall live no further down the board than St. James Place. Preferably, I'd like Atlantic Avenue.
Yes. It's all crap after Marvin Gardens.
Right. Well, you know, if you're on Boardwalk, you're safe.
Yeah.
But then you're just a mere go away from...
Boy, can't even go to the phones because we want to show some responsibility today.
We're trying to be good.
Yeah, we took that one right to the edge, but sorry, we can't go to the phones. I don't know what. Look. Phones aren't working.
Maybe we should take a break.
Yeah. Hey, if they're going to make a mockery of the word and actually have a freaking funeral for it.
Oh,
you don't think the listeners would be responsible?
Oh, no.
Responsible.
No.
Well, look, the phone thing's working. Look, it's...
No, it really isn't, Jimmy. Look,
Just
see?
move it over there.
Look.
Wait, no, you have to lower it, though.
No, see, it's not working.
That looks good to me. I don't know.
Wow, we go to 8, fired. Go to 9,
fired. It's our fired buttons today.
Oh, boy.
That might just get us another vacation.
6 will give us 30-day suspension. Yeah, well, Jersey, thank you, but that would get us fired. Oh, boy, no, we can't go to 1. Oh. All right, we're going to take a break.
And we can't name a day after it.
No.
No.
All right, we'll finish up with the Opie and Anthony Show, or this side of the Opie and Anthony Show next.
Ooh.
And that's that. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show on this fine Rock Scream Tuesday. Also, Hummer Tuesday. Ladies, help us out today, all right?
You're forgetting a big one. It's Faraway Phone Call Tuesday.
And Faraway Phone Call Tuesday. And
goes nicely with Hummer Tuesday.
Sense.
And
it's not like it's a miracle these days. Faraway phone call.
And we didn't even get a faraway phone call yet.
Can you imagine
we talked to Detroit. That's far away.
A faraway phone call with a Tuesday Hummer. How fantastic would that be?
Let's go to Tony in Maine. Tony, what's up?
Yeah.
Tony, this is Faraway Phone Call Tuesday, and we have decided that Maine is far enough away.
Terrible.
Tony.
Yes.
Hi, sweetie.
What's up, Tony?
Not much, man. How you guys doing?
Good.
So I wanted to call up and do a rock scream.
All right, go.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Let me get ready here.
Meows at the end.
Maybe we'll get a real faraway phone call before
it is actually the second Tuesday of the month is also Meow Tuesday, as everybody knows.
Stop,
Never.
Jimmy. You're going to mess up the whole bit.
What?
Although on the road,
road rules.
It's now going to be road rules, which is all the rules go out the window.
Yeah, broadcasting live from YSP tomorrow and Thursday, and some instant feedback going, hey, if we didn't get a spot in the listening cafe, can we still come to the station? Well, YSP would say no. But we would say yes.
We would say
but we would say absolutely.
They're trying to have a little control because, I don't know, last time we showed up it was
pandemonium.
Well, it was fun, and they don't really like fun. I'm not saying YSP, but like the corporate people.
Corporate never likes fun.
They're attempting to take all fun out of radio. So let's have it uber organized and have a cafe where like 50 people could watch the radio show and everyone else has to go home.
That's why they wear ties, dude. So when they start to realize how awful life is, they can just hang themselves right there.
The portable noose.
Of course, that's what
that
a tie
they
is.
all wear. Wow, that's good.
They stink. But we're looking for the craziest, the wildest, the strangest thing you own. And E-Rock is bringing up pictures from the last time we did this in Philly. And I'm looking at, of course, the dead monkey.
Carve your name in a beam that you were here and knock that chintzy little table out from under you.
So-and-so was. You spell W-U-Z just to show that you're still young and relevant. And then you wrap that little fella. What's the matter? Sweet potato. Did you hurt yourself? And then you kick that little rickety table out and you go... And someone who looks and acts exactly like you walks in and sits down while you're still swinging and does your job.
Doesn't matter.
Looking at the pictures, though, you got the freeze-dried dead monkey from the last time we did this. Knowing the lawyers, they would not allow this time around because, they got to keep it uber safe, which takes all the fun out of a bit like this. Also, I'm looking at pictures of a cat skull. I'm looking at a picture of a segmented brain with a tumor.
Not the tumor.
I guess this brain had a stroke, and you could see that in the brain that this guy brought in. You got pigs, dead pigs, Vietnamese ear. Oh, yeah, someone brought an actual ear.
Oh, right, because
I forgot about that one.
His father was a soldier in Vietnam, and he actually brought a Vietnamese ear.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see what comes by YSP tomorrow and Thursday.
Dude, can you imagine if they screened everything, the goody two-shoe things that'd be allowed in? Look, I have a coin. Oh, you do, don't you?
That's the example I used.
Yeah. Did you really?
Dude, I was on the phone on July 5th. We're trying not to, bitch as much, but... I got an email. They said, we want to pre-screen all the people and make sure, they're not bringing anything too crazy down to YSP, this whole thing. So I called up corporate. I'm like, look, if you're going to pre-screen this bit, then we're canceling our trip to Philly. And they're like, you sure you really want to do this? You sure you really want to do that? Ooh. That's a bit extreme, isn't it? I'm like, yeah, I'm willing to take the chance.
A bit?
If that means you're going to take us out of the Philly market, then so be it. But we're not playing by those dumb rules. When you have a bit like what's the strangest thing you own, you want to be a bit surprised.
Yes.
You don't want to be handed a list like, well, guys, this is what's waiting for you outside the studio. This is my exact conversation. And then all of a sudden we go, ooh, a Civil War coin. Oh, boy. Oh, you're crazy.
Edible panties. Save that one for last. That'll the closer.
That'll be the showstopper. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I was yelling and screaming. And you want to talk about CC, blind CC, blind CC, blind CC.
Copy, paste, copy, paste.
Copy, paste, copy, paste.
Can't forget copy, paste.
Oh, I was copy pasting potential new bosses. See, this is what they won't allow us to do here. Can you help us, please? Get us out of here.
Oh,
copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Blind CC, blind CC.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
You're a madman.
But in all fairness, corporate saw it our way.
Cool.
For now.
Yeah, it has to be.
For now, because now we're going to fight like just animals now.
Could you imagine that it would just be awful done that way?
And this is the point I made.
And that's their idea of a fun like contest.
Well, this is the point I made.
No spontaneity.
This is the point I did make with corporate. We got lawyers that are like trying to control everything we do on the radio these days, right? But they don't have anything vested in this. They don't lose their jobs if the ratings are bad. Guess who loses their jobs if the ratings are bad?
Hold on.
Can I guess?
Jimmy, go. You go first.
The advertising people.
I said
E-Rock.
I said this would be a great way to do interesting radio in this day and age. I have lawyers lose their jobs if the ratings are bad. Yep. When you know you have a really good show, but the ratings aren't coming in like you were hoping they would, then guess what? The lawyers should also lose their jobs because they're not working with the talent to try to figure out how some of these things can be done in this day and age. We're not talking about like just doing bits where obviously we're going to get fired or get the get in trouble with the FCC. But it's all this like gray area stuff that they just say no, it's not our job on the line. We don't care.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, guess what? We're fired. They bring in the next dopey radio
Slappy
show,
and Wappy
and they
comes
continue to get paid fine salaries to say no.
Yeah, they have their jobs.
Oh, dude, it was an all-day thing. It wrecked my... we were supposed to have a nice little break, 4 or 5 days away from this thing, and half the time was
blind CC.
Blind CC, copy pasting, phone calls. It was a nightmare. But we sort of won the battle with this one, so we'll see what happens when we're down there in Philly tomorrow on Thursday. Keep listening to YSP for all the details. Keep the calm, make it fast. The Wow Motorcycle Run. What do you got?
Just putting in all the finishing touches on it. I want to thank Roland for our celebrity that will be riding with us.
Who? You got a celebrity?
Yeah, but Roland didn't get him. We have Brother Joe is going to ride with us.
Wow. Roland doesn't have access to him. You guys really pulled out a good one.
Joe from 2U, the U2 tribute band?
Oh,
yes,
wow.
Yes. Very close to you two riding with us.
Wow. That's they're going to have to shut down the highway and everything when it comes by.
All right.
It's going to be big. So 6 a.m. tomorrow, a meeting in front of the XM studios at 111 West 57th Street, right off 6th Avenue. We plan on shoving off about 6:30. I have confirmed who will be leading the WOW Run this year with me. We figured we're going to go big because we're going to Philadelphia. We're going with H. Cup Jane is going to lead the run.
Wow.
H. Cup Jane.
How is she going to sit behind you? Your face is going to be pushed into the handlebars.
Imagine if she was riding the motorcycle.
Just alone? How nice would that be to watch?
Well, and you're the person holding on to her. You're blinded for the whole trip.
Can't see.
Right. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so...
Boy, pulling out all the stops this year, huh, Keith?
Wow.
Brother Joe and H. Cup Jane.
Star-studded.
Top-notch. Only the best for WYSP.
Well, Keith will do anything, man. He sacrifices for this radio show. And the fact that you're willing to ride for an hour and a half with H-Cup breasts deliciously mushed into your back, you're a guy who gives. And that's what we appreciate.
Yeah.
I love the conversation he has with his wife. No, really, I got to do this for the show. Yeah, I know she has massively huge boobs, and she's not shy as far as showing them to everybody on the highway. But really, it's for the radio show, hon.
If the brakes fail, she's there. I could just put the tire between them and...
He probably overacts when he wakes up. He probably overacts, goes, oh, damn it, it's that silly WOW Run today.
And I got a broad on the back of the bike with me. But don't worry, honey. She's also married, so don't worry. Oh, yeah, she might be a swinger, but, you know.
I say we get a tranny for Keith because that would be a sacrifice, and I think Keith would do it.
Right.
Look at Steve saying, yes.
Well, the best part, one year his wife was onto him, and next thing you know, Keith had to substitute who he wanted on his bike with Stalker
Patty.
I think his wife actually felt bad for him and said, all right, I get it, forget it, just whoever you want.
Patty.
Did she talk a lot, Keith?
Will be attending as well.
Huh?
Patty will be attending as well this year.
And where does the Wow Motorcycle Run end?
It ends at the Lagoon.
Yeah, we're going to be at the Lagoon after our XM show, so around 11:20 we'll be there, but you guys will be there way before that.
Yeah, I figure about 10:30. We're making a couple stops along the way, including Trenton World Class Harley Davidson.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Tom's going to call you up for about $5,000.
No, I think they did already.
No. This is WYSP official sponsor of the Wow Motorcycle
Right.
Run.
Oh, nice.
Very good.
So we will be stopping there for breakfast, and we'll meet you guys, like you said, around 11:20. We'll see you guys at the Lagoon. We'll be there a little before.
All right. Thank you, Keith, for all you do.
See you, buddy.
If anyone needs last-minute stuff, Keith at foundrymusic.com for your paperwork, and I'll see everyone in the morning.
Okay.
Very exciting.
By the way, I just caught myself being the radio hole. I went, oh, really? Like, that's the sponsor. I'm like, oh, good.
Oh.
Why don't I just shut up? Oh, good. Oh, fun.
Hole.
Awful.
You're the hole.
Oh, valueless. Just keep valueless.
For everybody in the Philly area, just keep listening to YSP. They got all the details because it's a whirlwind tour for our show.
It's amazing.
Now they're trying to make a dinner reservation with the GM.
Yeah, they want to shove in.
They want us on Kid Chris.
Every minute.
It's unbelievable.
They want to have us doing something.
So we'll try to do as much as humanly possible.
Yeah, Kid Chris is doing very well down there. So, I would like us to do each other's shows.
Yeah, we'll definitely try to get on there.
Hell yeah.
All right, my brother Elmo's in studio today. It's his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday.
Much, sweetie.
And
if I say that, then it's going to give away him.
All right, that's a good point.
Yeah.
No, he's what?
Ooh.
You're 34?
Yeah, 33 actually.
Would you like some blueberries?
I would not like some blueberries.
Yeah, he's 2 years older than me. He's 33 today. And it's Shoot Up Tuesday, so why don't you...
Shoot Up Tuesday?
Yeah.
Where do you want
Is that on the list now officially?
How
many people are going to do this?
And also, Your Car's Ajar Tuesday.
No, I won't even accept that.
Why?
What does that even mean?
Tim's already working on the sweeper.
Your car
door is ajar Tuesday. Yes. Yeah,
because one guy called up and it went ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, that's how we come up with these things. All of a sudden, it's just very organic, very natural. It just happens.
Well, one thing this is doing, it's making it almost impossible for me to say which one of these are the dumbest things ever.
Well, you're starting to feel Faraway Phone Call Tuesday now that you heard the sweeper.
I'm feeling the sweeper. I'm not feeling the faraway phone calls.
All right, we got to get off the air in 2 minutes because they got some rock and roll to get to here.
Yeah, but a little rock and roll, Robbie boy.
Rock and roll. So it's Shoot Up Tuesday.
So where do you want me to do this? Go in front of the Pal Talk? Or
give a little Pal Talk right there.
What are you doing, dude?
I'm
Don't even explain.
I'm going to stick this syringe in my body.
Yeah.
And then, when I'm done, I'll put it into my head. I'll do whatever you want.
Really? All right.
Yeah, I'll do some really screwed up things if you want.
You can't get it any closer than that, Iraq?
He's been messing with needles all his life. It's cool.
Not with the stupid zoom lens either.
I got another brother that does surgery on himself, so.
He just fills it up with air.
Yeah.
And pumps it in.
Yeah.
It gives him a buzz.
Why are you taking your pants off?
I got to stick it in.
What's wrong with your family? What are you doing?
Stick it in my ass. What do you want me to do?
Is that what you do?
Oh.
You mean the butt cheek?
Yeah.
But it's not
literally.
Butt Rub Wednesday.
Yeah,
butt rub.
Yourself
high up?
All right, there you go.
On the top of the cheek.
What do you think of his cheek there?
There's a little...
it's very spankable.
Alcohol prep.
Yeah, he's prepping for...
There you go, a little prep.
Ooh, a little hairier than I prefer.
Yeah.
There it is. And, wow, that is a syringe. It's what is it, Shoot Up Tuesday?
Yeah. Don't try this at home, kids.
Shoot Up
He's a professional.
Tuesday.
Oh, God, your underwear, dude.
There he goes. Oh, God. Ow.
Jimmy, check this out.
I don't want to.
And...
Go.
Ah! Oh! Pump it in.
He's injecting himself.
All right.
There you go.
Here it comes.
There you go. Why do we have to see your butt crack?
Why don't we?
And a little more alcohol.
Now, if you want.
What'd you do, dude?
No, don't. What are you going to do now? Why would you poke your head with it?
I have like this bump on my head that bothers me, so what I do is I stick this thing in.
You poke a needle into the bump on your head. Ow! Oh, Jesus. Holy mother of pearl, he just stuck a needle in his head.
Brother has a needle in his head.
Well, you got to do some strange things to be on the air, right?
Oh, God.
How come
he just put the needle in his head?
Why do the Hughes turn all their anger inward?
I'm not
psychotic.
I'm not angry at all, man.
Dude, what are you doing?
I lanced this thing in my head, and I squished the stuff out. And
oh, dude! I forgot. He does his own surgery, and my other brother does his own surgery.
Wow.
Yeah, Brett, the owner of F.H. Riley's, does a lot of surgery.
Well, Brett's a little stranger than I'll ever be.
Yeah.
That's after doing what you just did.
Oh, that's
Did you
good.
shoot yourself up with anything, or you just...
Yeah. No, there's insulin in here.
Oh, diabetic. Okay.
Yeah,
No.
I went to a party, and then like a week later, I was diabetic, so it could happen to you. So
You just go to a
I
party?
got virus, man. It was viral.
Damn, get out of here.
Yeah?
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
That sucks.
One day in the prime of my life. Now I'm sticking needles in my head.
Bring me some birthday cake.
This
Happy
guy just
birthday,
shoots
Elmo.
insulin into him, and Travis, this selfish bastard, comes in with cake.
Yeah, it's great.
You are wonderful, Travis.
Why don't you just bring him functional genitals?
The funny thing is, it's his birthday, and I brought in a birthday cake from a housewarming party we had in Philly. And I go, hey, Brother Elmo, we brought a birthday cake for you. Just ignore the good luck in Iraq message on the top of the cake.
And I'm such a whore, I was going to give him a copy of my book for his birthday. Here you go.
Actually would make a great gift.
Certainly would. Yes. All right, we'll see you guys tonight.
Yep.
Hopefully.
What?
What? It's on 33rd and 7th. Borders at Penn Station. We're going to be there signing books at 6 o'clock and having a ball.
Whose book?
Little Jimmy Norton. Yes. You know, if you're not there, the bodies are going to pile up, Sam.
Yeah.
Quincy.
If you're not joining us over at XM, we'll see you tomorrow live from WYSP in Philadelphia. Also known as Philly, of course. Thanks, guys. We'll see you.
Bye.
Opie and Anthony, Bad Boy Radio host.
Opie and Anthony.
I'm the game guy.
All right, we're back with the Opie and Anthony Show, exclusively on XM Satellite Radio. Why is she here? If we walk to another studio, she works at the other joint.
Oh, you know that old gag. We're still at the same studio.
Know what I was thinking today? This morning? Just staying in one studio is messing up the whole flow of our morning.
How's that?
Because, like, getting out on the street and saying hi to the fans and walking, and then we really need that studio built ASAP.
Well, from what I heard yesterday on the Ron and Fez show, it seems to be someone in this room's fault.
Me?
That's what I hear from Ron and Fez.
Well, you know those guys don't really like me, so of course they're going to say that.
The reason they're going to be broadcasting from that little closet over there, which they've been in, which is just hysterical to have them in that little room, is because Opie has demanded a lap pool. That's what they're saying. Ronnie was like, well, Opie wants a lap pool. He's getting a lap pool put in, so we're going to be here for months, Fez. It's hysterical.
Jimmy talks about my body all the time. I feel the pressure to keep it up, so I figured swimming in between shows would be very helpful to me.
That's what they were saying. And then it's like, a lap pool? Ronnie, they can't put a lap pool in here. I hear it's good for the cardio there, Fez.
It's not really a lap pool. It's one of those new inventions where it's...
Oh, you just swim in one spot?
You swim in one spot like you're on a treadmill, but you're in water.
It's a water treadmill.
I don't want to take up all the space because you need your foosball table.
Of course.
And your bar set
Gonna have
up.
a full-size bar, foosball table, and a poker table.
Yeah.
Actually, tournament-sized poker tables, about 8 of them with cameras, to hold tournaments in there.
Honestly, if XM's listening, I don't even know if they listen anymore. Who the fuck knows goes on?
Have you heard one word from anyone from there?
You know what? It's got to happen. This merger.
What was that guy's name? E-something? Because I remember, it was like E-Rock. Iraq's here.
No clue.
eHarmony?
He ain't going to be working here anymore. Well,
honestly, no one has to have
Office Space joke.
Can I be serious for a second?
Yeah.
They gotta, like...
Are you being Opie, the actor?
Yes.
Wait, or are you being Greg
Hughes?
Hughes? Greg Hughes, the actor that plays... I get so confused sometimes. It's like Jerry on Seinfeld and just Jerry Seinfeld on the street.
Can I talk to...
Same name, same guy, two different people.
Can I talk to the inside traders for a minute, please?
Oh, really? You're going to be... All right, you're going to be spreading some news that'll get you in trouble with the SEC.
Yes. Mm-hmm. No, but honestly... And this is Greg Hughes, the actor that plays Opie on the Opie and Anthony show.
Privilege.
The merger, they either got to say it's going through or it's not. This whole business is at a standstill. Anyone else feeling it?
Yes. Well,
I did talk to Elo recently. In between him golfing and setting up his trip to go to the All-Star game in San Francisco, I don't know the last day he worked.
Oh, he's having a pisser.
But it's not by his choice.
No.
He's pretty much sitting there at this point waiting for whatever's going to happen. I mean, it's really not helping the satellite radio business. They got to either say, okay, it's full speed ahead, or this isn't happening, so they could go back to like actually working again.
We were featured pretty prominently in a CNN in the money section on their website yesterday.
What do they say about us?
The story about the merger.
What do they say about us?
They just brought up, that we're shock jocks and stuff.
Great, yeah.
And mentioned a few things that we did.
Yeah.
And then they're mentioning how the merger talks are kind of have hit a standstill.
Okay.
And now yesterday, the NAB, which is the National Association of Broadcasters, those are people that do over-the-air type radio. They don't want this merger to go through. They've officially come out against the merger, and now are pushing with all their power and might against it.
But, I mean, this thing is dragging on, and I think it's affecting business.
It's not good for business.
No, we don't hear from anyone down there anymore. They're taking advantage of it like anybody would.
It's cutting into earnings.
They're playing golf. I hear like Elo's handicap's down to like a 2.
Yeah.
A year ago it was like a 20, but he's got time to work on his game.
Haircut.
Yeah. And his liver.
Yes, Club Soda Kenny, who's raising his hand, which is not too creepy.
I heard from Don Wicklund he wants you to do a show down there when we go down to D.C. for the virus show.
Yeah, well, tell Don how much is he going to pay us.
Ooh, and a boy, oh.
Extra pay for everybody. That's what I say.
You tell Wiki he said that.
If they want the privilege of us walking through those studios, it's going to cost them big.
Wiki's seems to be more involved with the Ron and Fez show these days anyway.
Yeah, see, Ronnie's slacking.
Yeah.
Allowing someone like that to have a little power. What are you,
Give him a little power, and it's over, Johnny.
We slapped Donnie down freaking 2 years ago.
Who's wicking today? Is anyone wicking? Are you wicking? No.
What's that mean?
We have an uber Ron and Fez fan among us.
No. That has to do with the staff.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I am an uber Ron and Fez fan, but it's when you unbutton your shirt down to your belly button and just expose your hair. It's like, hey, your antiperspirant sticking? Not while I'm wicking. And then you just kind of pull your shirt open. Yuck. Be like, like Wicklund.
Well, he does have Wicklund does have that type of body that should be showed off. I mean, if you're going
to gay men.
I'm not saying anybody should. I'm just saying if I was going to dance in 1978, I would want to wear the same type of open shirt that Don does.
No effing kidding. Anyway, moving on. So
I think he's a psychopath, by the way. He's very nice to me. And he's very like, sure, Jimmy. And I just know if I said the wrong thing, he would bite my face.
He's got voodoo dolls.
Oh, he's
behind closed doors.
He's got like a mean streak in him, I think.
Oh, I would not want to tangle with him.
Evil, mean streak.
Yeah.
Like, you know how shit flows down?
Yeah.
That if you get shit on, you got to shit on somebody underneath you.
Or just pay the lady who did it.
Right. He will, like, if he gets a little log shit on him, he will fucking salad shooter diarrhea the next guy down on the ladder.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Like, if he gets some shit from upstairs, these guys are fucking dead. Like E-Rock, how much Wicklund shit have you digested over your career?
I kind of
A
laugh.
lot of Wicklund shit.
I kind of laugh because it gets back to me. I'm like, oh my God, these guys actually have to take Don seriously.
Imagine having to take shit from Don Wicklund. Holy Christ. I'd sooner fucking shoot myself.
And I have a feeling Ronnie's giving him a little too much power. Ronnie's slacking.
You think so?
He's slacking on
Yeah,
that
Ronnie, you don't have to do that.
No.
You just treat him like Earl.
Yeah. Just treat him like a glorified intern. He likes that.
Yeah.
I won't be a party to this Don Wicklund bashing.
I'm not bashing him.
I'm just covering my bases. You never know. Elo could die.
I'm not bashing him. How could I just say I'm not bashing him? And everyone accepted it. No one even said a word. I'm not bashing him. Oh, no, you're not.
If Elo moved on, do you realize how many more people would have to move on before it's Donnie's job?
I don't know. I mean, you know.
Oh, come on. Is there a chimp working there?
Well. All right, anyway, Club Soda Kenny wants to go home. Switching gears here. Kenny gave me some info on the way to work today.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Of course it is. You're saying it. Yeah. Anything you say is sad.
Well,
can I?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Big A is dead.
Don't say that. That's an awful thing to say.
Yeah, I thought you said it was sad.
Because
Big A is going in for an operation?
Yeah. I was getting in bed. 9 o'clock is my bedtime. I was getting in bed. My cell phone.
Is this true?
Yeah. This is absolutely
That's
true.
why Kenny wanted to go home 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
What's
all right?
happening to him?
He has a cyst on his neck that he has to get operated on Thursday, and he wanted to call me personally and let me be the first one to know before they posted it on the message boards. Because, you know, like, I treat him so good at the virus show, and the show's so good to him. He wanted us to know that he's got a cyst on his neck, and he's getting an operation Thursday, so he can't be in Boston for the virus show.
What the hell kind of cyst?
I don't know. It's a B9, he's telling me.
A B9?
Yeah.
Oh, it's benign.
No, it's a B9.
Yeah.
B9.
What's a B9 tumor?
I don't know, like the size of the golf ball. I said...
No.
Wait, you had tumor talk and you didn't even ask the question how big?
I think he
and then you have to
means
say,
benign,
well, size
not
of a
B9. That's not malignant.
It's a golf ball.
He did say golf.
Yeah, but I told him that
How
like
did he
a
get
golf ball
in his neck?
means nothing to him. He's a big guy. Like, if when it turns into a basketball, we should talk.
You know, he should have Elo take a sandwich to that.
Yeah.
Little sandwich to
Elo's getting pretty good. He could probably pop that up.
Without messing
Just get
any
a wedge.
other areas of his neck.
Well, he's all nervous because he's never had an operation before. He's never had anesthesia before.
Yeah.
You know, and he's really worried that when he wakes up from the operation, it's going to cure his stuttering because then he won't be on the show no more.
How funny would that be if he walked in, he was 125 and didn't stutter?
Hi, gentlemen.
Big cock bulging in his pants, a lady on his arm, smelling like Old Spice, but that head still fat.
Hey, we got Big A.
Yeah.
I thought he was working today.
He told me he was working.
Is he on, pal?
Big A.
No?
Big A?
Big A.
Hi, Opie.
Hey, old tumor neck. What's up?
Too much.
What happened now?
I'm just amazed they were able to find a tumor on your body.
What?
I told him to save it for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what do you got, Big A? What do you got?
It's mass. They found out it was a tumor, but probably benign.
B9.
You got a B9.
You sunk my battleship.
He's got a B9er.
Thank you, Pelto.
Are you scared, Andrew?
Yes, I am.
Well, you probably should be. I mean, there have been a lot of times people do die on the table or the operations. A lot of times a neck operation will lead to some sort of paralysis if they're not careful.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about the neck.
wait.
Where on your neck is it, sir?
It's on the left side of next to my throat.
Left side front?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's
all right.
That's the bad area.
Now, here's the deal.
Yeah.
Think about your head for a second, okay?
Yes.
Think of everything that's got to go on in your head. And then think about your body and everything that goes on there that's linked to your head. Everything has to travel through the neck. There's a lot of gadgetry going through there.
Mm-hmm.
So they really got to watch what they're cutting away.
You might lose your cable.
Yeah, you could. Like it works like that.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you cut a wire, your cable goes out, but instead of cable, it's your eyes.
It could be your eyes. It could be your hearing.
What kind of doctor you got?
Surgeon.
We hope so.
A neckologist.
A podiatrist. He doesn't have good insurance.
Podiatrist. Ah, Jesus. So did you get a second opinion?
Yeah, he's ugly too.
Oh God, Kenny!
Okay, but it fit.
I thought it. I was just too embarrassed to say.
Of course you are. Hey, yeah, he's ugly too.
And what kind of tumor is it again?
Yeah,
what is it?
A B9? B9?
Yeah.
Bingo!
Hey, Big A.
Yes, Aunt.
How did they find out it's B9? Did they do a biopsy?
Did you say it right? B9.
B9.
He is.
I got a biopsy of FNA, fine needle.
A fucking A? What? FNA? What?
FNA, fine needle aspiration.
Oh, so they stuck a needle in it.
In his ass.
In your ass? No, they stuck a needle in it and pulled some shit out and then made sure it wasn't the big casino?
Yes, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Is it wrapped around anything? Have they told you if it's like clinging on to your carotid artery or something like that?
So they haven't told me. I'll probably find out everything sometime on Thursday.
What if it's wound around your jugular vein and the ganglia?
Yeah, the ganglia is a problem. Big A, how did you find out you had a cyst in your neck?
Oh, good one.
A couple weeks ago, I was a little dizzy, and I went to docs.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Checking me out, and he noticed a bump on my throat. He asked me what it was, and I told him, I don't know what it is. I'm not a doctor, so...
Must have been a fascinating exchange.
How? Pat from Menaki. Yes, Pat. Pat writes, it's not a cyst, it's a sister. They're removing a conjoined twin.
Hey, do you know how long you've had it?
I don't know exactly. I know I had it. It's too long. I felt it a while ago, but I was always scared.
Yeah.
Something major.
So instead of taking care of it, yeah.
Pat from Menaki coming back strong with a second hit here. Talking about the B9 cyst, of course. Pat writes, can they remove the BO while they're at it? It is messed up your life back.
The BO. This guy's going into the hospital, for Christ's sake.
Poor Andrew must have been.
And B jokes are all over the place.
Must have been so scared, laying on the table, just like a big fucking wounded leopard seal.
Oh,
they probably just like pour water on him and just
keep him moist.
Yeah. Poor Andrew.
Oh, Andrew.
Andrew, was the doctor embarrassed when he said that they wanted to remove the lumpy mass on your shoulders and you talked out of it?
He's laughing. There you go.
Laughter is the best medicine.
That's true. Next to what you're going to do.
Yeah, which is cutting your neck open to move a big mass.
Hey, Big A, when you get the cyst removed, can you bring it into the show? We need it for What the Hell Is That? Possibly possibly we'll eat it.
Cannibalism. There could be something on a Ritz cracker.
Yeah, try to get that cyst and bring it in here, okay?
Big A.
Try, but I don't think he can allow me, but I'm going to ask him.
Hey, bring in a little biohazard bag. Hey, Big A, let me ask you this. Did he tell you what the dizziness was?
No. Just gave me medication for the motion sickness and went away.
Mm-hmm. Did he say that it might be that this tumor is cutting off the blood supply to your brain?
No, he did not.
Oh, no. That would be pretty scary, wouldn't it?
Did he give you a simple suggestion, like stop spinning in circles, and you went, oh, okay.
Brian from St. Louis, we can only hope Big A's surgery is less painful than this phone call.
I bet you it wasn't even Big A that went to the doctor. It was the cyst. And the cyst said, could you help me? There's a retard stuck to me.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry, Andrew. I have to.
Come on.
All right.
To me, Jimmy.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I like you very much. I'm a little... I have gallows humor. I mean, I'm a little... I don't like to see my friend going into the hospital.
No, of course not. How long is the operation?
I was talking about 2 hours.
2 hours, and then are you out the same day, or what do they do?
I'm gonna be there about 2-3 days.
2-3 days?
When they knock him out, they're not going to use like what they normally do. They're going to shoot him with like a fucking like a tranquilizer
from a helicopter as he's walking into the hospital.
A guy with a khaki shirt on.
Hey, Andrew.
Yes, Kenny.
Make sure you get a sponge bath from a nurse.
Oh.
They do it real good, like.
Yeah,
you might get a sponge bath. They feed you ice cream.
And they tickle your bag.
Yeah.
How great would it be if he asked for a sponge bath and they just washed his scrotum with a sea urchin?
Big A, why aren't you finding this funny like we are?
Well.
No, I am. I'm trying to laugh, not be nervous and all freaked out. So
yeah, keep your chin up. You have to because
they're going to cut into it. Big A, what about insurance? Do you have insurance?
Oh, no. Are we paying for something else? Oh, God. Why do we have to pay for our listeners' operations all the time?
I don't know.
I know what's going to happen here. Go ahead, Big A.
Big A?
Blue Cross Blue Shield, but I don't know how much they're going to pay yet, so...
well, shouldn't they pay for it? I mean, it's not like it's an elective surgery. It's something you need done.
They should, but we'll find out.
Oh, is it a hard mass or is it soft?
It's mobile, but not as soft. It's not that soft, but it's mobile. And
it's mobile?
That's a better sign.
Yeah.
Better sign. I know.
Better sign, yeah.
Cancer is like doesn't move.
I got something for this phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Waiting.
It takes a couple of minutes. It's okay.
And go. Oh, boy. That was a perfect cue, too.
That was it.
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh, Iraq's starting to hit his mouse.
Oh, boy.
He's getting nervous.
He's panicking.
Oh, brother. Oh, you could tell when he's panicking. Oh, yeah, that's it.
And we got needles today. we got needles today we can stick in you. All right, continue.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit, not the cancer song.
No.
Oh, my God.
I know.
Oh, it's the cancer song.
Big A's actually fatter than the guy that sang this. Sorry.
Oh, Big A. Godspeed to you. When do you have this done?
Sometime on Thursday.
On Thursday.
Tomorrow, what time? I don't know what time it is.
How big a scar is that going to leave on your neck? Will it interfere with the bolt? Listen to this song. You'll be on a beach.
Cigars and Scotch is suggesting that my brother Brett do the surgery.
Yeah.
Owner of F.H. Riley's. You're a big fan of F.H. Riley's and my brother, right, Big A?
Yes, I am, yeah.
He operates on himself. Maybe he could, help you out a little bit.
Why not?
I will not be giving him a good luck.
Oh, come on,
today.
say it to him.
I will not. That's a very, very powerful thing I will not use in this situation.
Andrew, they do stuff like this all the time, man. If it's like a cyst that moves, It's just like a fatty buildup, which I'm sure there's probably like another 80 in there somewhere. I have a couple on my back, my lower back. I have little small fatty buildup cysts. The doctor won't touch it because it's not. You don't need it off. You want to feel it yet?
No.
Let me see, Jimmy.
You can hardly see it until I turn around. It's embarrassing when I'm getting a massage and I'm trying to hope her finger slips into my ass and they start rubbing it like it's a knot. I'm like, what do you think I lived in Staten Island, you dumb whore? It's a fucking cyst.
She's trying to work out the tumor? What? That's
it's like how do you? And I had one massage therapist rubbing it. She goes, "Oh, it's a little fatty deposit."
Right.
Oh, all right. Was she talking about what was laying on the table?
Enough with the cancer music.
Is it all right if I go? I got to get ready for the Philly trip and the book signing.
Yeah, right.
He's a very busy man.
You don't care about Big A. That's fine.
Yeah.
No, good luck to you, Andrew. Thanks for waking me up last night.
Yeah, no problem. It could be his last appearance on our show, but you have better things to do, Kenny.
Yeah, 10 to you.
Oh yeah. You better go then.
And if I can, I just saw a terrific review on Jimmy's book, Punchline Magazine.
Thank you.
Is that online?
Yeah, punchlinemagazine.com.
Well, hold on. Look, I love the book talk, but we have to get to that later. This is more important. Andrew's neck. Punchlinemagazine.com, don't forget, though.
Yeah.
I mean, after we deal with Andrew.
Borders book, 7:33, 6 o'clock tonight.
All right.
Andrew, you're going to be okay, man. It's like... It's much scarier in theory than it actually is going through it. They do this crap all the time. For you, it's scary, but for them, it's not.
You're going to be okay.
Yeah, Big A, how are we going to get the update? Because now we got to make sure you're all right.
Somehow I have it on message board. I have a friend post it on the message boards.
All right.
Yeah? Who's your healthcare proxy, douche nozzle?
All right, Big A.
Yeah,
everything.
Elmo, happy birthday today also.
Oh, boy.
See, always thinking of others. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I hope you don't die, Andrew.
Thanks a lot. Me either.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me congratulate Dr. Mengele on his bedside manner.
I just want to put this out, random, has nothing to do with anything. If anybody has a piano case, send it here to our studios. That's all.
A what?
A piano case. A case that would fit a piano.
Hey, Big A, just asking, what's your favorite song?
Yeah. Favorite song.
What's your favorite song?
I can't think of it offhand.
Do you have a graduation photo? Oh, stupid question.
Big A, do you own a suit?
Yes, I do.
You do? Okay, that's good. Where is it?
Yeah, where can we find
Where can we find your suit?
In my closet.
In your closet? Okay. And is there any incriminating porn? You might want to get rid of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Where do you hide the stash? Just in case.
Yeah, we're just asking.
Yeah.
Just kind of,
want to help
poking
a buddy
around
out here.
Yeah.
And favorite song?
I have a lot of favorite songs.
How about you give us one favorite song?
One that you like. One that you pretend you're singing when you're driving alone. That you might be singing to a girl.
Yeah. Someone suggesting the Bee Gees' Staying Alive is his favorite song. That's very good. From Cigars and Scotch.
Of course.
Oh, wow.
And then Rail from Jersey, Dust in the Wind. That's another one. Perhaps that's a good song for Big A.
Wanted, Dead or Alive. What are we looking at, Big A?
That isn't good. You can't play The Lonesome Loser.
It ain't heavy, it's my tumor.
Oh,
no.
Is it true Matt Hooper is going to remove that tumor and give it back to Mrs. Kittner?
Hey, Big A, just asking, do you have a favorite charity? Favorite charity?
I don't.
Ah, okay.
Do you ever think about somebody who can't see right now what a new pair of eyes could do for them?
Right. You ever think about things like that? Kidneys, eyes?
No, I don't.
No?
I'll be okay.
There's a check mark on your license you might want to take a look at.
Yeah.
That's all.
Dog shit sniffer from Woodside. In lieu of flowers, send deodorant.
It's not a question, but a lesson.
Yeah.
Just cheering you up a little, Andrew?
Yeah, this is a good song. This is a good song. You like this one?
Makes him think of that time he smothered a prostitute in the back of his car.
Someone is suggesting, well, it would be Bill from Waterford, faithful listener of the show. Big A's favorite song is Studio. All right, Big A. I'm sure you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
All right?
Nothing. You get dizzy. They find a tumor in your neck.
He said they gave him motion sickness pills. That's a sign of a good doctor when you're having problems breathing and you're dizzy and they hand you Dramamine. All right, take care.
Just thought you might want to go out on a boat.
Hey, they buried the N-word yesterday. Maybe, the Big A could be next to the N.
There you go.
Hey, what time's your surgery Thursday?
I don't know yet. They're going to tell me tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
They'll tell you tomorrow? They gotta fit you in?
All right, Big A, anything else you want to say before the big surgery?
Oh, no. It could have been his last words. That could have been his last words to the audience. Oh, I didn't even see that one coming. I did not even see that one coming.
Oh, I did. Maybe I saw his finger over the button.
Oh. Ooh.
All right. I'm sure he'll be okay.
Good night, funny man.
That's scary, though, when you got to go in, especially with Andrew. He's not the fucking brightest.
Not the healthiest.
Doesn't know what to... Yeah.
It's like a child going in there.
Yeah.
You got to talk up the ice cream and Jell-O to him, because that's like the high points.
And they're going to have, when they bring him in, they're probably going to have, all the medical interns standing, in a windowed room watching,
And the people from SeaWorld.
Open him up, pull out a tumor, a license plate.
Hey, the reviews on your book, Jimmy, hilarious. We got to read some of these next.
Yeah.
We'll read some of these next, okay? Jim Norton's book, Happy Endings, is in bookstores now. Go get one today.
Yes.
And then meet us later if you're in the New York area for the book signing.
Did James Gum actually send in a review?
Yeah.
Okay.
The book review, the book signing, is 33rd and
7th.
Yeah, 7th Avenue and 33rd Street. Okay.
Yes.
At Borders at 6 o'clock tonight.
Oh, no.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah.
Remember when we had, the police on our show individually?
Except
when they really needed us to hawk their crappy projects.
Oh, now apparently.
And now they're doing something real, and they don't even return our phone calls or nothing.
They want no part of us. Why?
Was Stuart Copeland particularly fascinating? No.
Not at all.
Dullard. He didn't know who Bill Ward was. I wanted to spit on him, but he's one of the police, so we were nice.
Yeah.
And the other one didn't know that Puff Daddy redid his song. Yeah, he barely knew that it was a huge hit. What's his name?
The other police guy.
Andy Summers.
Andy Summers?
He wrote that book, which really was One Train Later.
Yeah.
I heard it was really... but no, I think it was about, when they first got together, he was going to... We get it. It's fate.
Speaking of books, Jim Norton's Happy Endings is available in bookstores as we speak. And the reviews are coming in. They're just unbelievable.
Someone said these might be biased fan reviews, which I don't know if I believe or not.
Yeah.
No, it can't be.
I don't think so. Maybe one or two at most, but...
Well, what website is this on?
Amazon.
Amazon.com?
Yeah.
It can't be biased. I mean, the first one is by Jay Romanelli, and then he has meow in parentheses.
I wonder why he would do that.
And
look what he wrote.
And his review, which is 2, 4, 5 stars, says, Monster Rain couldn't keep me away. Jim Norton is one of the most intelligent and hilarious child rapists this country has ever known. Take your money and give it to him so that it will become his money.
What an ass. That's funny.
Who wants to tackle the next one?
Better than the Bible.
Better than the Bibles, yes.
Many look to the Bible for guidance and lessons to help them with their miserable lives. After flipping through the literary, literary tour de force by Opie and Anthony's cuddly little buddy Jim Norton. It's quite evident that there is finally a book not only rivals the Holy Scriptures in its wisdom and social significance. There's a book that makes them obsolete. Wow. Norton studied under the likes of Vonnegut, Twain, and Rich Voss.
Vonnegut, Twain, and Rich Voss.
And the beautiful part is this dummy spelled Voss wrong. He put 2 S's instead of 1. Leave off the last S for stupid. That's how you remember Voss's name. For the greater part of his life and this book, a massive undertaking... which reportedly took nearly 25 years to complete, is the fruit of that labor. If you only buy one book in your lifetime, make sure it's Happy Endings, The Tales of a Meaty-Breasted Zilch.
Very good.
That's a good review.
I'll say it.
How about the next one, Ant?
Something that fixed the emptiness in my heart.
Oh, what's
And this is by James Gum. The day little Jimmy passed away, a small piece of heart died and was left empty. Why did he have to sleep with prostitutes unprotected? Why did we have to pick up trannies with the butterscotch buns? And why did AIDS take him from us?
I like the fact this guy capitalized AIDS and not the G in God.
Yeah.
Jerk.
Jimmy used to do these impressions, and you think it was the real person.
Yes!
Wow. He was so talented and loved by the streetwalker community. This book is inspirational and makes you understand who the true Jim Norton was. I remember seeing Lil Jimmy in New York one day during lunch. He and his buddy Sam were sharing some Elio's pizza bagels and fried fish sticks. Sam is a special person, and Jimmy took time to share lunch with him. That is the true Jimmy. God bless Jimmy.
God bless Jimmy, indeed.
It's so funny.
I miss him.
People will tell me things like, they put that you had AIDS on it. I'm like, well, at what site? Like 100 places on the internet.
Well, this next one is another 5-star review with this under the review. AIDS took him from us too soon. This book will let him live on. In memory of the late great James Norton, I read this book under my porch with a neighbor boy after a game of Monster Rain. James, you will be loved and you will be missed. Rest in peace. Frunkus.
But he writes it Frumkus.
Right, with an M.
No one says Frumkus.
One more for now, but the boys are coming in with the better ones that are on Amazon.com for Happy Endings. Jim Norton's latest book. Passed away too young, a legend. There's a theme here, Jimmy.
You dying.
I know. No one has to be thriving and happy.
This book will serve as a fine tribute to one of the greatest comedians of our generation. This book is bittersweet. However, seeing how Mr. Norton lost his struggle with AIDS, it nearly brings tears to my eyes that he withered away to nothing as he penned this swan song. I wish nothing but the best to his partner and confidant, Eric E-Rock Nagel of Breathtown, New Jersey.
Is that a real town? Breathtown. Poor Eric.
Well, the reviews are coming in, Jimmy.
Yeah, they seem like someone said there might be a bias in one or two of those, but I appreciate the people reading the book.
Oh, let's get a couple more questions about Jimmy's book. Stumpy, the trucker. What's up, Stumpy?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Love you. Love the show. What?
No, go ahead,
Stumpy. This is our response.
I just wanted to ask Jimmy if he ever, for his truck drivers, he's going to have, some sexy lady read, do it as a book on CD for it.
Oh.
No, I did the reading myself for the CD. I actually did it. My goal, I wanted to get Andrew, Big A, to do a reading at these things, and maybe I'll do that at one of the signings as soon as he's better.
Well, yeah, but he's working on his own book, according to Dog Shit Sniffer from Woodside, Big A's autobiography, Unhappy Endings.
That'll be a great book to if you get Big A to do it.
Yeah.
And then I was doing stand-up comedy.
He'll sound awful with a cancer kazoo.
Yeah. All right, and one more question here from Rick in L.A. Rick, what's up?
Hey, brothers, love y'all.
Hey. Yep. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I want to know if instead of getting a signed book from Jimmy, I wonder if he could get me a book with a dick print in it.
A dick print. Did you ever think of maybe getting one of those ink
Helmet
things?
prints?
And then you could put your helmet in it and then just stamp the book with your helmet.
Yeah, but what I could actually do, I could do a double helmet print for you. I'll roll ink over the top, and then I'll very gently, and none of you tricksters punch the book while I'm closing it. I'll very gently close the book over my mule.
That'd be great.
You should get one of those stamps. That would be hilarious. An actual print
of my dick. God, dude,
that would be hilarious.
Fantastic.
Just
Jimmy's
We got a lot of book signings on the way. You should do it for the next one, Jimmy.
Absolutely. I want to have that done maybe by DC on Friday or something. I'll try to have a cock print of some sort.
Book signing tonight at 6 o'clock. Where, Jimmy?
Stamp.
33rd and 7th. It's the Borders at Penn Station. Very convenient, and you will be indoors. It's very hot outside, so you'll be inside, and it should be fun. We'll all be down there.
Yes.
All right. Very good. Hey, let's not forget, it's Rock Screen Tuesday. Now, we got to go through all our brand new sweepers here. Of course, it's Rock Screen Tuesday. You guys know this one by now. Of course. Tuesday.
And Anthony.
Still like that one a lot, right?
Of course.
That one gets rave reviews. Moving on, it's also Hummer Tuesday. These are brand new. 3 new ones to play for you guys today. Tim from the other joint, even though we're in the same joint.
Yeah.
He came up with a sweeper for Hummer Tuesday. Yes,
I don't like this one very much.
It's Hummer Tuesday. On the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's been suggested it sounds like Tim's thinking real hard.
I think his sexuality slipped out.
But you hear a little like in there.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be a sexy girl kind of voice thing, but
Hummer Tuesday is one of our real ones, and it's a great one. It's a great
are you admitting the other ones are fake?
No.
What did you just mean by that?
No. We just take the Hummer Tuesday a little more seriously than the other ones. That's all. That's all I'm trying to say. If you think about it.
Really.
But seriously, women, we want you to to blow us. So sometime today.
Please.
That's what we're getting,
guys. A little treat.
Let's cut to the chase here. We got to work around what we're talking about on the other side, but we're looking for blowjobs.
Yeah.
On Tuesdays especially.
Give your man one, and guys, reciprocate.
That's right. Give your friend one.
Lick that snack. that.
So we got Hummer Tuesdays, and it's official because we got a sweeper. And then we got Faraway Phone Call Tuesday. Mm-hmm. So far, what's the furthest call we took today? Detroit or Maine?
Detroit.
Probably Detroit's further than Maine?
Yes.
Yeah?
Oh, absolutely, man.
You think?
Maine?
What about, we took a phone call from Dallas.
Well, Dallas would be further than
Dallas
both.
Would be. All right. But now we got a sweeper for that, thanks to Tim.
It's Faraway Phone Call Tuesday!
See, he's far away. And I don't know what kind of phone that is.
What I love about this, it just annoys Anthony.
Oh, because it doesn't make sense. It
says it all.
It says what?
It just listen to the sweeper. You can understand that it's far away. Phone Call Tuesday.
Why is there static like he's on a radio? There's There's dot, beep, 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 beep.
Because you got
Morse code.
You kind of got to tune in, you know.
Tune in? What year is this?
You got to tune in. You get those big knobs and you're tuning stuff until you get the person on the other line.
I've talked to people in England.
Yeah.
That's pretty far.
Yeah.
Never had to yell, hey! Never the static or beeping like you're on a ship back in the early 1900s.
So you really hate this?
It's far away phone call Tuesday.
Why do you shout?
Why is he yelling?
You're on a phone.
And I heard him fine.
Do you really hate that one?
I can't stand it.
Oh, you're not going to like the next one.
Oh, no. No?
Yes.
Oh, shit. What stupid daily thing is this for?
Oh, boy, is Tuesday filling up. We suggested it a little earlier, and he already made the sweeper, so now it's official. It's now official. We want these to happen organically, and this one happened organically earlier this morning, and now there's the sweeper, so it's official. Here's the official sweeper.
It's your door is ajar Tuesday on the Opie and Anthony Show.
I'm out. I might have to leave the show over these. Your door is ajar Tuesday.
And why is he using his sexy voice for this instead of the Hummer Tuesday thing?
He used a girly voice.
It's your door is ajar Tuesday on the Opie and Anthony Show.
And it sounds like he's trying to be an announcer at an airport or something. Where is this door ajar? Oh, is he trying to be like your
car?
Your car?
Yeah.
Like your navigation system voice or something?
Yeah.
Oh, that is
He's trying to be
stupid.
the OnStar or whatever lady. Yeah. Yeah.
Just sound like a gay guy.
Yeah.
A lot is coming out through these promos, don't you think?
I'd like to take him for a drive on keep your seatbelt off, keep your door open. I'm making a sharp turn Wednesday.
Dude. Brilliant. Let me write that down.
Oh, geez, no. I can't even keep track of the days.
All right, it's time for a faraway phone call. We got Mexico, we got New Zealand, and Arizona. Arizona?
No. Is New Zealand a guy or a girl?
James.
Damn it.
You never know over there, though.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're tribal.
James, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Slight delay. This is good. Faraway phone call Tuesday. In effect, New Zealand.
Phone call Tuesday. New Zealand, huh?
New Zealand?
Yes,
what
sir.
time is it right now? What time is it right now?
3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, something like that.
What? Something like that. You don't have a clock near you?
No, the hotel's here. You've got you share a bathroom with everybody else. Okay. Really, I'm on Hereford Street in Christchurch.
Yeah, he's in New Zealand.
Yeah, I know. I've been there.
So what are you doing in New Zealand there, James?
Well, you guys remember I called you guys. I'm probably the furthest caller that ever called you. I called you from the Ross Island Ice Shelf when I was down with the Arctic program.
Holy shit, I remember you.
Yes,
he's
sir.
the guy that called us from Antarctica.
And now he's in New Zealand?
Why are you in New Zealand now?
Well, you got two places that they bring you in and out of.
Yeah.
And one of them is Chile and the other one is New Zealand, okay? And I stayed here in New Zealand for a little while.
This
Whenever they
guy
brought
is
me out,
far
right?
away phone call twice.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
what are you doing in New Zealand? You just hanging, or?
Pretty much. Yep. Pretty much
All right, what
just
time?
hanging.
What time is it?
It's like 3 or 4 in the morning or something like that. I'm not sure.
How are
How do you
not
not know?
sure?
Look at a clock.
Look at a clock and tell me what
I
time
don't
it is.
have a clock in the goddamn room.
How are you in you're in a hotel room?
Were you in a hostel?
Yeah. Huh?
You in a hostel? How do you not have it?
You don't have a watch?
No, I don't have one on.
Turn on
but,
the
yeah, it's like 3 or
TV.
4 in the morning. Just a second. Let me tell you.
He's lying. He's looking online right now to see.
Yeah.
You can't lie
It's
with
like-
faraway phone call Tuesday.
Oh, it's like 4. It's 4. We are. It's Wednesday morning. Okay.
Yeah, how come I get in Wellington, it's 2:07 a.m.?
2:07 in Wellington.
Yeah.
Yes, stupid. 2:07.
Then my fucking clock is wrong. It's 2:07 in the morning. Okay.
I'm disproving him
Wellington's
with
not
my
that far from me.
iPhone.
It's really funny that you're listening.
Yes.
How do you know that the show wanted you to call from New Zealand. How can you hear this radio show and there's no workable clock anywhere?
Exactly, because we haven't done Wednesday's show yet.
It's Wednesday here, dude.
And you're listening online?
Yes.
So you have a computer?
Yeah, but it's one of these ones that are down in the lobby that you got to put NZ dollars into it. Okay?
So you just said you were in your room. So now you're in the lobby on a computer, but a minute ago you just said you don't have a clock in your room.
Yeah, but this is a backpacker's hotel, okay? It's like, it's hard to explain, Jim. Sorry, but it is.
It certainly seems to be.
You've been here, right?
I'm buying into it. He's calling from New Zealand. Just a little lost.
Wait, sir. How about is there a receptionist there?
Yeah. Anybody around?
No, not tonight. No. And you got to use your card to get into the door.
What are you wearing? Out.
It's cold. It's winter here. It's our summer at home. Okay.
What part of winter though? February?
Damn, you guys are going to give me the first, second, third degree. All right, well, anyway, I'll give you my cat noise.
All right, let's see if thank you, James. Let's see if we have better luck with Xavier in Mexico.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Xavier?
Javier.
Hold on, the door's open. I'm sorry, hold on. Goddamn door's ajar. Jesus Christ, that was terrible.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
I hear the dinging.
Oh, jeez, that was close.
Hold on, did you say your door's ajar? Hold on a minute. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Our whole
I'm
goal
okay
is
now,
to drive Anthony insane. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
It's your door is ajar Tuesday on the Opie and Anthony show.
The guy called and his door was ajar.
Hey, it's a faraway phone call. Doors ajar Tuesday.
Oh, it's getting too confusing.
Javier.
Here comes your faraway rock scream, gentlemen. Ready?
All right. Yep. Wow. Bring it on home with the rock scream.
He did a meow rock scream.
He took care of everything.
From far away with his door ajar. Holy shit.
The only thing you need to do is blow yourself, and you covered everything today.
Hold on.
That sounds sexier than what Tim came up with. Jesus,
damn.
All right, Mexico. Are you really in Mexico?
Yeah, I'm driving to San Miguel de Allende right now, boys.
Where?
About San Miguel de Allende, where they shot Desperado and the Selma Hayek and Antonio Banderas film.
Oh, yeah? You're going to the titty twister.
Are you in a truck?
No, I'm in Suburban.
Oh, okay. I thought you were a trucker. We were going to ask you what you're hauling.
No, sir.
Right.
I'm a dentist, sir.
You're a dentist?
Yeah. Hey, did Opie say it's filling up Tuesday?
Huh?
You said it's filling up Tuesday. I'm filling up.
No. We have way too many.
Oh, are you filling up? That's cool.
You're getting greedy.
Yeah, you really are getting greedy. I mean, the door's ajar thing, we're letting that slide, but we got to stop right there.
It's filling up Tuesday.
All right. Anything else you want to add from Mexico?
No, it's hot as shit down here. We get a XM reception all the way down to around Guadalajara, so it's pretty cool, man.
Guadalajara.
You got any Spanish around you right now?
Any what?
Any Spanish?
Chinga tu madre?
No, I mean any Spanish signs or little fellas walking around.
Hold on. There's Salida San Paseo del Rey, 2 kilómetros.
What does that say?
Just 2 kilometers. A little ranch called San Paseo del Rey or something like that.
You're a dentist in Mexico?
Yes, I am, sir.
Wow.
I'm from Texas, sir.
That entail just shoving candy corn up in the people's jaws as their teeth fall out?
You got to pay in the tens of dollars.
Flossing out tequila worms that got stuck.
Yeah, but we cater to AIDS patients, so Lynch little Norton wants to come on down.
All right. Well, thank you, sir.
Have a good one, boys.
All righty.
Fella.
Our friends south of the border.
Yeah. We're gonna take a break. When we get back, we sent Jared and Brian on the streets of New York to talk about the funeral for the N-word.
Yeah.
So we got some people talking about that.
Oh, that's good.
That will
Very
do next.
topical.
And we'll go to break because I'm serious. We have brought it back officially. Stephen Lynch doing his Hummer Club song from back in the day. I haven't heard this in years. It is Hummer Tuesday, and here's a little ditty from Stephen Lynch. Is Stephen Lynch on the Boston show, Jimmy?
I don't know.
I hope so. That's the next date for the O&A Traveling Virus comedy show.
I know Mencia's on that one. Stephen Lynch is not on that one?
No. We got to follow our own advice. And
not enough booze there? Is that what it is?
Austin, not enough booze? Who are you kidding? Go to Virus Tour, one word on MySpace for all the info. But we're doing something special for the military up there. Do we have those details that we could tell everybody?
Yes.
After the break, we will, excuse me. But here's Stephen Lynch singing. Just play it.
Come one, come all, it's open and on a Tuesday night. All you need is a radio and a girl with an appetite. Men, lie back, relax, and close your eyes, 'cause away we go. Girls, get on your marks, get set. Are you ready? Fellatio. Yeah, the humming all day and the humming all night. The humming, everything inside. The humming if it's short and the humming if it's long. Come on, all you ladies, and hum my song. Swallow your pride, 'cause here's the rub. You gotta suck to join the Hummer Club. Big or tiny, fat or skinny, genius or simpleton. It doesn't matter who you hum, just as long as the job gets done. And here's a special offer, it's a necklace of finest pearl. Just for joining the club today, just for being a dirty girl. Yeah, the humming on the bed and the humming on the floor, the humming until they can't no more. The humming if it's old and the humming if it's new, and if you hum too close, gonna hum you too. Swallow your pride, 'cause here's the rub. You gotta suck to join the Hummer Club. Bring it down. Come one, come all, it's open and on a Tuesday night. And the only rule you need to remember is please don't bite. Single women who want to join but don't have a man to help, come on down to the station now, and I'll sign your ass up myself. Yeah, the humming if it's white and the humming if it's black, and the humming while he's driving in his Cadillac. The humming if he's stoned and the humming if he's tipsy. Humming from Manhattan to Poughkeepsie. Humming if it's right and the humming if it's wrong. Humming if he's on the phone while he's playing pong. Humming if it's cold and the humming if it's hot. Some are even humming while he's sitting on the pot. Humming on me and humming on you. Humming until it's black and blue. Humming until there's nothing but enough. Humming 'cause it's Tuesday night. Hummer Club.
I love you too, baby.
Yeah! There you go, the official song of Hummer Tuesday from Stephen Lynch. We were going to go to break, but it's coming in like crazy, man. That guy from Mexico fucked us real bad. Let's say hi to Brian in Portland. Brian, what's up?
Oh, are you aware that fucking Mexican dentist told you to go fuck your mother when he said she got
I thought I heard tu madre.
That's funny.
I ain't kidding you, man. He told you to go fuck your mother.
That motherfucker.
Oh, it's just something about a few kilometers away.
What is it? Chinga tu madre? Is wow, all right. We just assumed, all right, cool. Thanks for being nice to us.
He's coming up to go fuck your mother.
By the way, the Boston Virus Show, free ticket to anyone with a valid military ID.
Nice. Free.
We're finally doing something very cool for the troops, and we'll have some of the troops call in next week. But, yeah, free ticket to anyone with a valid military ID at the Boston Show, which is a week from Saturday in Mansfield, actually.
Nice.
Okay, screw the break. We'll let's see what Jared did with this N-word thing on the streets. You want to bring him in?
Yes.
See if he lost weight since the last time we talked to him?
Yes. He probably passed out face first in that birthday cake.
Jared? How are you?
There he is.
How are you guys doing?
Good. Good.
I wasn't the only one in on this. Brian came along and he helped out a lot.
Yeah, but who's Brian? You're the star. You're the star.
What are you doing with that arm?
I'm
like it kind of like it almost rests
Like the
on
Elephant
your-
Man's arm.
Yeah.
Kind of dangles stupidly.
Yeah. You look like you don't know what to do with yourself.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
In life?
He's got that creepy stare, man. Something about his stare. Because he looks kind of down, but then his eyes look up at you.
Yeah.
He's crooked. He's uneven. His right side hangs down.
I lean.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you're always holding something.
Yeah, why are you leaning? What's wrong?
I don't know. I always like to lean.
Talk to your friends. What's up?
Nothing.
Stand up straight. Try it. Just
Yeah.
try it. You feel better, right? Yeah, you look better. Now just be regular.
All right.
Okay.
Jared, hold on a second.
What religion are you?
I'm Jewish.
Well, okay.
Did you have a leaning religious joke?
No.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
I was just curious.
We have Chris in Atlanta. Hold on, Jared. Chris?
Hey, man.
Hey, what's up?
Guys. Hello?
Yeah, what's up, Chris?
I'm getting ready to get a Hummer.
Well, it is Hummer Tuesday.
Oh.
Let me go into my office here and get one of the girls out of here.
All right. What do you do for a living?
Build houses.
Yeah. And who's this girl?
She's one of my secretaries.
One of your secretaries?
Secretary.
All right.
Jill, come here.
He was calling a dog. Hurry up.
Who's Jill? Can we talk to Jill?
Yeah. Can we
Yeah,
actually
I'm
hear
getting her to come. I'm getting her coming out.
Let's actually hear her female voice.
Yeah, we need a female voice. Sorry.
We got it. She's on her way out.
Is she?
Waddle your ass going. Come on.
Maybe she's fat.
See.
Of course.
See, we're good.
He hung up because he was lying.
Oh, Brian drank the boiled water from the boiled barbecue?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, but he's the star of Big Boy Made a Duty. Do you honestly feel like you could stand right next to him?
No, he's not. He played second fiddle to shit.
So you guys hit the streets?
Actually, it was third fiddle. Jimmy was the star.
No, it was the shit.
Oh, look at that. That's
I made a cameo. I made an uncredited cameo. It was the shit and then you.
I don't know. I think it should be up on IMDb. If someone wants to post that up on Internet Movie Database.
Please, someone go on my resume and put Big Boy Made a Duty. Please. Star and
it'll
set
be
designer.
Jim Norton as himself.
Yes.
Because you are playing yourself in that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big Boy Made a Duty.
And, I think Jared should get a credit for that. So he'll get his own little page on Internet Movie Database.
Yeah.
As one of the stars. Big Boy Made a Duty.
All right, you guys want to see what they did with the N-word thing on the streets?
Sure.
Okay. How was it? You guys had fun?
Yeah, it was a unique experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A unique experience.
Why was it unique?
Well, we interviewed a lot of black people, and they had no idea what we were talking about a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
What the hell's that about? I thought it was an important thing.
What, did you talk to nothing but black people?
No, we got a few white people as well.
Just a few.
We got a guy from Sweden in there.
That would be Thomas?
Yeah.
But Thomas is spelled all fucked up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they do. Lizzie, is she black, white?
She's white, and she's from North Carolina, and she's an actress.
Oh, of course she is.
Let's see what she had to say.
Trying to make a way in New York.
What do you think an actress would say about the funeral for the N-word?
That it's good. And
it's good for everybody.
Yeah, good.
Blah, blah, blah.
My name is Lizzie. I'm from North Carolina.
Lizzie, as of recently, the NAACP had a ceremonial burial of the N-word. What do you think about that?
They had a burial of the N-word.
Yeah.
I did not know that, but I think that's probably a good idea. I think all that word does is promote prejudice and hate, and it's not necessary even for black people to use it. But I will say, as a white person, maybe I don't understand that.
Oh, God. Wow. She's oozing with guilt.
Of course she is. I will say, I thought, all right, finally, some balls.
I will say.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing. But as a white person, I might just not get it.
She continues here.
Good.
Have you ever used the N-word?
No.
Yes, not in a mean type way. I'm sure it's been used in a joking type way.
Wow.
Could you give us an example?
Oh God.
That's the bit, by the way.
This is on the radio.
It's satellite.
Okay. Oh, so all right.
What does that mean?
And listen how he said it. It's satellite. Don't worry.
Trust me, you might
no one's listening to this.
We
It's
might as well
satellite.
get a bullhorn and broadcast to the rest of the block. Don't worry about it. It'll
This
still
is
be a secret.
on the radio. Radio, lady. It's satellite.
Exactly. Talking to your diaphragm.
Right. As in, don't worry.
It's like, lady, look at me.
No one will hear that.
Why do you think I even have a microphone? It's because it's satellite. If this was real radio, I wouldn't have a job.
Oh God. This is on the radio.
It's satellite.
Okay. Oh, so all right. An example that I've ever used that word. I'm an actress. I've been in shows about the Old South. I've used it in the show. I have been around a maybe like let's tell all the racist jokes we can group of people.
Really?
But I've never like called somebody that name.
The O&A office? Is she talking about that?
Wow. That's the bit, though.
Yep. That is the bit.
Drunk
Use
Nelson.
it in a sentence.
What was Drunk Nelson all about?
Origin.
We met Drunk Nelson right outside of...
What do you mean by we?
Drunk Nelson Riley? Ho ho.
Brian and I...
Excuse me.
Who?
Thank you, Dan. I love getting a huge laugh by bombing.
All right, what's Drunk Nelson about?
Drunk Nelson was this guy we met out right outside on 6th Avenue, and he had no idea what we were talking about, and he had 2 black eyes. It must have seemed like he had gotten into a fight or two, and he stank of booze.
All righty.
You really put 2 and 2 together, don't you? Oh, nothing is by this kid. He's good.
He's good.
Forensics. He should be involved in forensics.
Yes!
Yes, he had a fight. He had 2 black eyes and he smelled like liquor, Sam.
Oh, wow.
That's what brings.
I pictured you in a queue.
Me too. Rubbing a big flat cardboard ass and pinching baby fat. That's how awful Quincy's girl was. He pinched fat on her arm, but her ass was flat and long. She stunk. She was like a cardboard cutout of a woman.
Careful. A lot of people didn't like the Quincy talk yesterday.
Oh, no, they were bothered by it?
Very bothered.
Oh, no. There'll be more of it. It's Quincy Tuesdays.
Drunk Nelson. Let's see what he's about.
I'm Nelson. Puerto Rico.
Okay. Were you aware that the NAACP had a recent burial of the N-word?
Nobody had no inclination of that.
No? Well, the NAACP...
Oh, he sounds like... Superfly.
Yeah.
Jay Snooker.
Oh, I thought Danny.
Hey, brother. Danny.
Hey, brother.
No one had any inclination of that, really.
To celebrate their 98th convention, they had a ceremonial, symbolic burial of the N-word. What do you think about that?
I think that they should have invited me. And that president, he ain't no fucking good. Now.
Wow.
He's angry.
Do you have any Superfly? Yeah, listen to this. It's the same guy.
Little.
Go.
Okay, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. This is the Superfly Jimmy Snooker, and you, okay, let me start. And you're listening to Opie and Anthony. Superfly Jimmy Snooker, and you're listening to Opie and Anthony. It's the Superfly Jimmy Snooker, and you're listening to Opie and Anthony. Superfly Jimmy Snooker on your radio dial.
And Superfly Jimmy Snooker on your radio dial.
And now we go back to Drunk Nelson.
We were just wondering if you thought that the ceremony would actually help curtail the use of the N-word.
Yes, it would curtail. Was it the N-word? Yes.
It would curtail.
I ain't gonna rob it. You. This.
I need the mic back. All right.
Wait, what was happening there?
Well, it was obvious that he was a little bit intoxicated, and he stole the mic out of my hand and started talking out of it like he was at a concert, and he was like doing his own sort of show.
Oh, okay.
The Drunk Nelson show.
The Drunk Nelson show.
Wow, you even named it.
Right.
Starring.
Right.
I like this Jared kid.
It's already been picked up.
I need the mic back. All right.
Okay. If you don't have anything else to say, we can go. But all right, that's all we want.
My opinion is, we are a liberated nation, and that's it. And good night. God bless you.
Thank you.
We are a liberated nation.
If you guys had 1 ounce of integrity, you would have poured gas on him and set him on fire right there in the street.
Integrity.
1 ounce of stick-to-itiveness and gumption.
Hey, Travis, can you play that audio for us before we move on to the last person?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Love this audio.
Yeah, listen to this. We got to turn the mic up really loud.
Listen.
Jim hasn't heard this yet.
Yeah, don't tell people what it is.
Okay.
Just listen.
All right, just listen. Here we go. It's Guess the Sound Tuesday.
No. Wait a minute.
Want to hear it again?
Yeah, because I think I know what that is.
All right.
A kitten mewing.
Not quite.
Close.
Is that a puppy rolling around?
No.
It's part of our new bit, Jimmy. Record your Dump Tuesday.
That is someone's insides falling out.
That's Derek's dump.
Jesus.
Derek was really panicked.
Yeah.
What did he eat? Botulism? Fucking asshole.
Isn't that great?
Oh, stupid faggoty Cuban model sandals he has. That's what you get. Hope he shit on his bare tootsies. Fucking asshole. Rotten, dirty DC ass. Fucking little Timothy Hutton looking queer boy. I bet you when he shits, he fucking straddles the bowl the other way and rests his head and shit on the septic tank. Fucking douche. Nice shit, stupid.
All right, with that.
Travis, how'd you record that?
Oh, he was in the
Derek
stall.
actually sent it to me with a thumbs up picture.
Okay, I thought maybe you lifted his bag and held your phone there. That's the guy who deserves a raise.
All right, here's Thomas from Sweden.
What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Thomas, and I'm from Sweden.
Thomas.
Were you aware, as of recently, that the NAACP had a symbolic burial of the N-word?
No, I did not. I wasn't aware of that.
Well, at their 98th convention, they had this symbolic burial of the N-word to, like, kind of put it to death so that no one would use it anymore.
Right. Okay, so, no, well, that sounds reasonable. I don't think that that's... I think that using that word is sort of showing a lot of disrespect towards a whole generation of people that were called it in a very derogative way, you know, and
He's Swedish. What's the N-word to him? Neutral? Huh? Somebody high-five me, quick. Huh? No, what'd you say?
That'd be Swiss, wouldn't it?
Switzerland.
Oh, boy.
Wait. No.
No, but...
Swedish word, too.
Yeah.
Oh, then the N-word should be needs a car crash. Thank you.
You are never to blame.
Yes, Jimmy, you just didn't know.
Thank you. N-word should be for nudge.
What about a new one there?
Fucking know-it-all.
What about the new ones? Because I don't have any of them on this machine. E-Rock, you gotta update my machine with all those.
Can't be such one. I don't know.
You got a new one in?
Swiss, Swedish, they're all the same.
Exactly. They have an S and blonde hair, and they fucking hate Jews. Who cares? All creeps.
No.
Those on this machine. XM should get the same type of show.
Yeah. Yes.
No more calling it in over here. They're finally on to us.
I think we've had very fun shows.
They're finally on to us. So let's update the machines and give them a show starting tomorrow. Here's more Thomas.
What words do you think should be quote unquote buried?
Well, I think I'm not a terribly big fan of the word fuck, but like I think it's just a little bit harsh. But that's just me, and I don't think that the word cunt is very nice either. But, I mean, maybe that's just me being a bit of a snob. Like, but it doesn't sound very nice, and like.
Fuck.
Wow. Can we do words together? You got fucking nigger cunt. Maybe ban that as a phrase.
Can we do another on the street interview tomorrow and just walk up to people and go, "What do you think of the word cunt?" And just
that sounded so funny saying fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't like that.
I got no problem doing that.
My love for you is like a truck berserker. Would you like to make some fuck berserker? That guy's great.
Let's start a rumor. The N-word has been buried, and they want to now bury the C-word. And let's get their reaction about that tomorrow.
But then you got to pick a word that they'd never want to bury. Like another word that could be mildly offensive. We'll figure that one out.
Yeah.
All right, we're on to something.
Because cunt people would agree with it. That's just vulgar and awful.
Jesus. And finally, one more clip from Thomas.
Could you use the word cunt in like a sentence?
Ooh, this is now. Well, should I?
It's for satellite radio.
It feels a bit inappropriate.
It's fine.
It's a fun word.
It's a free country.
Well, oh, look at that cunt over there.
Okay, thank you.
I think that guy made a sound drop.
I didn't want to use it in any. Well, no, but that's all right, isn't it? That's a sentence.
Well, thank you. Thank you
very much.
Could you use the word cunt in a sentence?
Use it in a sentence. Oh, look at that cunt over there. Was he actually pointing at somebody, or did he just say it?
No, he was just the
Yeah.
thing at the top of his head.
Addressed to you. Look at that cunt with the microphone.
Look at that slump-shouldered cunt.
Let's hear it for Jared. Another good bit from Jared.
Wow, Jared, man. Coming to the table.
And Bill helped out. Bill helped out.
I don't even know that kid's name. He hasn't done anything impressive yet.
Oh, Brian helped out. Brian was
well,
there.
whatever his fucking name is.
He drank a little hot dog water or something.
To the cable vision.
Oh, there you were.
High-speed internet. It's 1-800-OK-Cable girl with the fat knees.
Only triple play gives me that thrill.
There she goes. Yeah. She's so not hot. With her bulbous nose and her fat knees.
And a skirt that's a little too long. Just
trying to be
just
sexy.
Because they're trying to keep it safe. Keep it safe. They want sexy, but keep it safe.
Keep it safe.
You see her fucking awful hairline?
Yeah, she is awful. I don't think it's a national ad.
You know what her hairline looks like? Remember fucking in The Line of Fire when Malkovich fucking makes the phone call from the park and he's standing there in the army jacket?
We just love that commercial. Whenever it comes on in the office, we just stop, spin our heads around, and have to look at her fat knees. Those fat knees of hers. I want to bite them off. It would be so much fun to just gnaw on her fatty knees.
It really is hard to be a woman. Like it's like she's like giving it all she's got, and the great smile. Bitch has fat knees.
Fat knees.
The one piece of skin she's showing. Fat knees, bitch.
You're right.
All right, we're gonna break. Thank you, Jared and Brian. Right, Brian, very
Yes,
good.
and-
We'll send you out tomorrow again.
Fucking Jared and Barry make a good team, man.
Jared and the other guy.
Yeah, Bruce.
This just in. Jimmy's book is now at number 71.
Ooh.
All right.
Went from 84 to 71
With a
in the
bullet.
last hour. Happy endings. Jim Norton's new book, and it's out now, and we're doing a book signing tonight at 6.
Climbing up the charts like fucking like pre-cum leaking during a headstand.
And the signing's at 33rd and 7th Avenue.
Yes. Now is that number 71st overall on Amazon Books?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That means I'm competing with Harry Potter.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Number one will probably not be a cheat.
Harry, you release a book the same time Harry Potter's book?
Oh, God.
I'll tell you why it doesn't matter.
Oh, my God.
I'm not competing for the same audience. I mean, to have sex with, yes, but I'm not competing with the same audience.
We want you to be number one, though, Jimmy.
No, they're different categories. Nonfiction's impossible to crack. I would never crack. This is listed under nonfiction. I'm sorry, fiction's impossible to crack. This is nonfiction. So this, I have a possibility of getting on nonfiction. Fiction, I wouldn't.
Wait, nonfiction means
truth.
True.
Fiction is malarkey.
But fiction should be true.
They should just call it
nonfiction
a malarkey book.
Yeah, but Harry Potter is fiction, so that will be number one overall and on the fiction charts. I could get to the bestseller on nonfiction.
Yes.
And I could also, if there is another section of like self-help, that's also a tough one to crack because there's so many self-help books.
Yeah.
But not fiction.
Show. The art of the homo.
Steve from Foundry.
Also goes by the name Chest Rockwell.
Smooth Lebanese arms.
He's tantalizingly tattooed.
A big buxom bear. Scurrying at every turn. That's terrible. He's sorry.
He may say no, but you'll be saying yeah.
Chest shaved and smooth as a baby's bottom. Tantalizing turquoise rings. Martini Steve.
Jimmy's book is in 71st place now. Happy Endings, the tales of a meaty-breasted zilch.
Wow.
Beating out in 72nd place, the Reagan Diary.
Yes. I should have wrote about my experiences with whores. Nancy dumped on me once. And then later in life, when I had Alzheimer's, I returned the favor. Yes. Hello.
Didn't you play Big Boy Made a Duty?
Yes. It was actually Bonzo Made a Duty.
Yeah.
They turned it into Big Boy Made a Duty. Well...
Do you know I have a 5-star rating? I want to thank our fantastic listeners.
5 stars.
And that hack Reagan only has 4.5.
Someone didn't like him.
Absolutely, his dumb
It was
diary.
Gene Gum. Stupid. Let him go crap in his pants.
A lot of people are wondering, what's the book right ahead of Jimmy? That would be The Forgotten Man, A New History of the Great Depression, in 70th place.
How was that?
That's exactly a bunch of fucking old people.
All right. We got Francine in
Need that
studio.
and die.
Francine?
I'm also writing a book, Opie. Hello.
Ooh.
Yeah. What's the title of your book?
I forget, but it's got pizza and sex in it.
Pizza and sex.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a real book, or are you just trying to be funny?
I'm serious. I'm writing. I'm on my 6th chapter.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to that.
Pizza and sex in the title?
I can bring it. It's only 6 pages.
And you're
Wait. 6
pages?
chapters? It's 1 page per chapter?
That way it seems like a really quick read.
So how many chapters is this book going to be?
I'm thinking 10.
Which will be 10 pages.
Yes.
That's a pamphlet. Just about sex and pizza?
Well, maybe it'll be a short story book.
We'll look forward to that in our local...
I'll bring it for you guys. It's really good.
Is it?
Well, I can make it
Just
longer.
flustered us all.
All right, listen. Why don't you do some news? And then we got to do line of the day, and then we got a meeting, and then we have to sleep for a little while. And then after the sleep, we have to go to Jimmy's book signing at 6 o'clock at 33rd and 7th Avenue. And then after that, we have to get into some cars and drive down to Philly because tomorrow we're going to broadcast live from WISP.
Right.
For the Wild Motorcycle Run that Keith is doing starting tomorrow morning sometime around 6:30 up here in New York. And then they're going to jump on their bikes and drive down to Philly while we're broadcasting.
To the Lagoon.
WISP. They're going to go to the Lagoon. We're going to do our 2 radio shows. Then we're going to join them at the Lagoon. And then at that point, I think they're going to shuffle us off to Kid Chris's show on WISP. After that, they want us to have dinner with the GM. And then finally, we'll go back to the hotel, get some rest for Thursday's show at WISP. What are you doing?
Well, I was fired, so I'm not doing shit.
You're unemployed.
I'm thinking dinner. And tomorrow I'll probably well, my brother and sister are visiting, so unfortunately I have to pretend like I go to work every day.
Right.
So
Why? You don't want them to know?
I can't.
Oh my God! So you're getting dressed for work, getting up early, and leaving the house. Where do you go? Feed the pigeons like the old timey when you get fired. What do you do?
Yeah, where you go? All dressed up for work with no job.
Well, I take the car and I drive it around the block. Because if they come out and see the car, then I didn't go to work.
Boy, yeah. Nothing gets past you.
And
that's smart.
Then I go to the computer lab. I surf the net. And I send out resumes, like, where I see that I'm kind of sort of qualified. And then I eat.
In 69th place, the Live Earth Global Warming Survival Handbook. 77 essential skills to stop climate change, Jimmy. Harry Potter's in 66th place right now.
Well, not the new one. That's an old one.
Are you... book number 1 is still selling that much?
Holy shit.
Wow.
The new one's in first place and will be unbeatable.
Jesus, that's the first one?
Yeah.
In 64th place, You on a Diet, the Owner's Manual for Waste Management.
Ew. What? You heard him.
Huh?
Well, what, Opie?
Well, I'm just looking over there.
What? Rock got all defensive.
It's weird when he gets like that. The official SAT study guide. No one's in school. Why are people buying this one?
That's how bad I'm doing.
It's a great read.
I'm losing to the SAT study guide in July. What a fucking asshole. What's after that, the Christmas Story?
Well, you also got to beat out the 1,000 places to see before you die, a traveler's life list. That's going to be a tough one to beat, Jimmy.
Well, don't forget, these
People
are probably been
looking
out for
activities.
a while. Mine's only been available for a few hours.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Outrage, how illegal immigration, the United Nations congressional ripoff, student loan overcharges, tobacco companies, trade protection, and drug companies are ripping us off.
Ooh, I want to read that one.
You don't want to read Jimmy's?
I'm going to read Jimmy's too, but I like educational books as well.
And a book on digital photography is beating you out, Jimmy.
How about a book on digital manipulation? I wouldn't mind that. Digital penetration, written by The Substitute.
Oh, boy, the official guide for the GMAT review is the 11th edition is beating you out.
Well, the 11th edition...
We got some work to do still.
The 11th edition is notoriously good.
That was the good one.
Edition 10, they said, was for faggots.
Yeah.
Edition 12 was just a pile of shit with words on it. But they said 11 broke the mold.
11 was
With
really
GMAT.
good, yeah.
GMAT.
Good luck beating this book. New England White.
The hell is that?
Every Bostonian's dream.
Why isn't that
All right,
my library?
Francine, what were you talking about? It didn't matter. What do you got? News?
Yes, I do.
All right, let's go.
Go, baby.
Do I get the ticket sign in the back?
Yes.
There it is. Well, very good.
And some good news for guys built like Steve C. The UCLA has reported that young, muscular men are more likely to have more sex partners than their less chiseled counterparts. Study author David Frederick states, women are predisposed to prefer masculinity in men and are physically attracted to brawny men, especially for a fling. Well, thank you, Captain Obvious. What are you going to tell us next? That the sky is blue and that Pluto is the 7th planet in our solar system? Why don't you asses and UCLA actually study shit that's less obvious?
Why'd you go with Pluto there?
Pluto?
Right. Why seventh?
Seventh planet?
It used to be the 9th.
Yeah. Now they don't even consider it a planet, but
I think it's...
it would never come in 7th.
Yeah, it's
What's the last one? I heard it's really cold and it's on a different rotation.
Very good.
Different orbital plane.
Very good.
Yeah. But it's still not 7th.
If you are...
Uranus.
That's the 6th?
I believe that's 7.
7. Because, see, we were talking about the number 7, so then
Is
we
it
gave
Neptune?
you the answer to the 7th planet.
Neptune or Uranus?
They vary.
Neptune.
They actually cross-rotate.
Don't even start.
All right. Uranus is
Uranus.
7th.
Yeah.
Neptune is 8th, and Pluto used to be 9th, but now that's a meteorite.
Oh.
Yeah. What's a meteorite?
They're not calling it a planet anymore, huh?
No.
Just a hunk of shit.
Yeah.
Fucking big boy made of Pluto.
Fucking Jimmy. Happy endings in bookstores now. Go ahead, Francine.
It'd be a meteorite. It's a meteor.
Yeah.
Meteor.
Right.
Meteor, right?
No, I just said right. Yeah.
Meteor, right?
No, you said meteor. I said right.
Fucking Abbott and Costello bullshit.
The brilliance of our chemistry. Go ahead, Francine.
If you're strapped for cash and need some extra dough this summer, roll your elderly relatives out from the attics onto the back lawns because temperatures on the East Coast are going to be hitting the hundreds. If you're certain that your grandpa or grandmas have good life insurance policies, this is a legal, cost-effective, and easy cash way to getting rid of them. Because let's face it, they're old, they're cumbersome, they're clumsy, and like E-Rock, they bring nothing to the table. So, better get some easy cash. Everybody can't be rich, but why not you?
I love that.
Wow.
I love that story when Jimmy told it using the hurricane analogy. Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
Just protecting Jimmy.
Thank you.
I thought it was parallel thinking.
Jimmy knows. Jimmy has a great bit about that, but it's about hurricanes and patio furniture.
Right.
Francine.
How dare you?
Sounds like a Quincy.
Yes!
No, it's still good.
You're advocating rolling out old people into the heat to kill them. Okay, just want to get that straight.
Yeah, I would say it's a good way to do it.
How many more of these do we have?
A couple.
Oh, boy. All right.
A Halle Berry lookalike, Anna Sola, returned to Manhattan's Supreme Court yesterday where she's suing William Swan, a doctor she claimed groped her during a job interview. Anna claims that the doctor prior to the groping showed her pornographic pictures and said, "Have you done that?" and suggested that they leave the room for a squiggly.
I'm shocked he showed her pornographic pictures.
Pornographic.
Pornographic?
Hey there, Ralphie. These are some pornographic pictures.
I was thinking more Bill Murray.
Pornographic.
Nude pictures.
What, guys, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
nude.
apologize.
Yep.
Yeah.
Could you read that again? I'm sorry.
Nude.
No, not from the beginning, though.
No, not from the beginning. Just from pornographic.
Yeah.
Pornographic pictures and said, "Have you done that?" and then suggested they leave their rooms for a squiggly or a roll in the haystack. Hey, Anna, you're a woman, and as a woman,
boring.
You're usually born with vaginas, and men like vaginas. Your story sounds completely hacky, and you're probably a liar, bitch. Maybe you need to lower your standards when it comes to job interviews, because sometimes you have to go the extra mile. I guess you didn't really want the job.
Well, the pornography angle.
Mm-hmm. I hope you finish strong.
Okay. Oh, celebrity news now.
All right. Celebrity news is always a good way to finish, right?
Yes.
All right.
As if anybody cares, Nicole Richie's dad, Lionel Richie, found out about Nicole's pregnancy via tabloid magazine.
This sucks.
Lionel told Metro's Kenya Hunt, "Grandpa, I don't know if I'm going to be a grandpa. I don't know if I'm ready." Stupid Lionel.
Stop whining.
Nicole's adopted, so technically she's not your daughter. So logically you're not a grandpa. Even though your age group...
Did you see that jerk? This sucks.
Go ahead. Lying out.
Even though your age group calls for one.
Boring.
What are you, 250? In my opinion, Nicole Richie should be burned at a stake for her awful attempt to become a celebrity. She's not talented, so all she does is do coke, to go to rehab, get skinny and skinnier, date loser DJ boyfriends, and swap boyfriends with her.
What happened to her mic?
I don't know. It must have broke.
Francine?
She's okay. I got her.
Logan on Pal Talk is suggesting, I wish Elmo would jab a syringe into her head.
Which Logan is that?
I got one.
Yeah, you want to take a
Logan
syringe to the head?
742.
Oh. Well, you all did it.
I don't think that sounds... Syringe doesn't sound like a cool...
You want my brother to do it again? Watch what he does to his head.
You want me to stick it in my head again?
Yeah, you can only do it once, though, right?
I'll do it again. Okay.
I can only do it once.
Was that the end of the news?
It is now.
Say yes.
Oh, yes.
In my fucking head.
Yeah, because this is more important.
Oh, it made a crunchy sound.
Because it's an assist. Dude, what is wrong with you?
Well, this time it wasn't an assist. It's just in
my brain.
skull. Just in my brain
Dude, that
case.
can hit your brain. What's wrong with you?
Your skull is
pretty thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How thick is a skull?
Protects
Francine?
you.
Oh, I don't know about that. That would hurt. How thick is a skull?
5 inches?
There you go.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yours probably would be 5 inches thick.
Yeah.
I would think.
The lima bean floating around in.
What was your last story? Without reading it, what was it about?
There's one about Beyonce and one about
Ted Knight.
Avril Lavigne.
Yeah. All right. Francine with the news, everybody. Time for a line of the day.
Ooh.
We got to get out of here. We got a busy
We're
day.
so goddamn busy.
And then we got to hit the road and go down to Philly. We got a runner-up line of the day. Here it is.
Mm-hmm. That's it?
That
is someone's insides falling out.
That's Derek's dump.
Jesus. Oh,
Derek was really panicked.
Isn't that great?
Oh, stupid faggoty Cuban model sandals he has. That's what you get. Hope he shit on his bare tootsies. Fucking asshole. Rotten, dirty DC ass. Fucking little Timothy Hutton looking queer boy. I bet you when he shits, he fucking straddles the bowl the other way and rests his head and shit on the septic tank. Douche. Nice shit, stupid.
A little segment of the day there. Ripping apart Derek.
Yeah, they're turning it into a bit of the day. But that's all right. Francine, we cut you short because we got to get out of here. That's all.
Yeah.
No.
Don't be so sad.
I'm not sad. I'm always happy when I'm around you guys.
That's why we love Francine.
Your eyes get really big.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, they get like big, like the dude in the rowboat in Caddyshack. Oh yeah, man.
My ass?
No, your eyes, like all of a sudden, like I don't know what triggers it, but all of a sudden you got those big eyes, like that guy in Caddyshack in the rowboat that's fishing.
I've been told that my eyes are very beautiful.
They are very beautiful.
Thank you.
But they just go like this sometimes.
It's the worst horn ever.
That was fantastic.
By the way, Steve from Bayshore, he's still working hard, even though we gave up on the show 20 minutes ago. Steve writes, she has sickle cell stupidia. Here's another runner-up line of the day.
It ain't heavy, it's my tumor.
Oh
no.
Is it true Matt Hooper is going to remove that tumor and give it back to Mrs. Kittner? Yeah, a little just joke for you.
We're live?
Yeah.
I thought it was still going, I swear to God. Gets confusing sometimes.
It does.
All right. Brother Elmo, happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Thanks to the Pal Talk people, too.
I already have an issue. Because there was a couple lines, one that Ant did and one that Ope did.
Oh.
One of which...
Oh, yes.
But
definitely had line of the day.
What?
I think Opie had line of the day.
No. It's too racist.
But, that would be pushing it.
All right.
Wait, what was the line? Just without...
Well, here's line of the day.
Here comes line of the day, line of the day.
Couple of horses pulled a pine box adorned with a bouquet of fake black roses and a black ribbon printed with the derivation of the word.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Was it the actual word or derivation thereof?
I don't know.
It'd be funny though if someone just saw that on the coffin and went, the fella must have died. Just saw that.
Oh, gee.
His friends were all burned.
Wow, they must not have liked him.
God, I guess he died without any ID on him.
Wow.
Yes!
Yes! Oh.
That's great.
That one was brutal, man.
I would like to have seen, though...
what happened to Anthony's?
I thought that an honorary mention, because that was Line of the Day, but I think Anthony should have got a mention for, Tumor neck.
Oh, that made us laugh really hard.
That was a beautiful,
Had to get his
line.
attention.
Yeah,
I know what he was in for right away.
I know he's still listening, so this is Greg Hughes, the actor that plays Opie on the Opie and Anthony show. Big A, I hope everything goes well with your surgery. I really do.
Yes, of course, we're thinking of you.
And give us an update when you can.
Yes.
Anything else you want to say?
Because, I'll tell you this much. I hope it goes well, because Ron and Fez will do the fucking funeral. Jesus.
They will.
And stretch it out for 3 fucking months.
I know, but it will all be put together well, and they'll do a good live show.
Oh, it'll be perfect. They'll wheel the casket out, that huge casket with Big A in it. They'll have a song and dance number.
It'll work out fine. Fez will do a few characters. Ron will have some brilliant lines. Johnny will do a porn thing.
Yeah, of course.
And we'll all go, how come we don't do that at live shows? Oh, yeah, we're lazy.
The audience will sit there and pay attention and actually, listen to what they're saying. And not just throw out racist words like animals.
Can you imagine if
every one of us at our table went, these son of a bitches are making us look bad.
They know how to put on a live show, and their audience knows how to behave, is what it is.
However, if we did a live show and we had a wedding where the girl and her father were dancing, do you know how many fucker I dids would have been screamed out?
Come on.
By the girl's father.
Yeah. I know. A bride and her father are slow dancing, and their audience was actually watching and enjoying it.
I saw tears in Ronnie's eyes.
Whereas our audience would just be like, like Jimmy said, just with the rudest fucking comments.
Like, where's Daddy going to get his pussy now, huh?
Yeah. I bet you'll miss the whisker marks on your thighs.
We do share a certain audience with Ron and Fez, but they have their people.
Yeah.
Yes. And they have their people, and we have
despicable animals.
We have our whatever they are.
I know one thing though. Our listeners can beat up their listeners. I'd want to have that fight. A rumble. Let's have a rumble. O&A listeners, Ron and Fez listeners. I say O&A listeners beat the shit out of Ron and Fez listeners.
Only if there are costumes.
Like LARPing?
Yeah.
But with
costumes.
What kind of weapons? Chains? Knives?
Just costumes.
Fists?
Costumes.
And costumes.
It'll make it that much funnier when we beat them up and they're wearing silly costumes.
What about the Gladiator version? Remember last show Gladiator where people would fight but nobody would get hurt?
No, we gotta have good costumes. How about I say that the our listeners dress up like paparazzi, and their listeners dressed up like Diana being pulled out of a car in fucking a French tunnel.
Exactly.
I don't know why I didn't think that would bomb.
Because that's what... Speaking of car in a tunnel... Oh, here she goes.
I knew I got greedy when I said paparazzi first.
Yeah.
Excuse me, it's autograph time.
What?
Give the plug so we can get out of here.
Wow.
Dear Jeff, rock on.
We have a signing tonight for my book, Happy Endings.
Years already.
What time and where? I want to be
funny. You should ask, sweetie. It's
Rob.
6 o'clock at Borders. 33rd and 7th, Borders at Penn Station. 6 p.m. tonight. We'll all be there. The boys will be there. I'll be there. Francine will be there in a pair of panties.
33rd and 7th?
Yes, the Borders at Penn Station.
Oh, okay.
And then tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for the WOW Motorcycle Run on 57th and 6th. You guys just line up. And Keith the Cop will be there, and they're going to take a motorcycle ride down to Lagoon in Philly. We're broadcasting from Philly tomorrow morning. We got the book signing tomorrow night in Philly. We got E-Rock doing the Anthony Show.